It's not episode 1.
No!
The credits lie. The credits lie. It's episode 2. Shit. Sorry. Hi, everybody.
Emily.
We're live.
Emily,
What?
you fuck up.
What?
Get out. Get the fuck out.
What?
It wasn't Emily's fault.
You know what? The new credits had animation, had video, it had that voiceover from the actor Jude Law. It had like some, and no one saw it. What was the point?
You know, this takes me back to when we started it, and for about 4 months we couldn't actually start a stream with the audio working, and it's just as bad.
Yeah. I mean, this is worse, if anything, because I mean, we've got to stream for another 17 years, or Jesh has to drink 7,000 bottles of vodka.
Done.
In order to
You
come
know what?
You know
what? You know what? You know what?
Oh, tech fuck-ups are now a drinking responsibility. This is how we deal with fuck-ups on this stream.
This is how we do it.
It's what you do in life. You punish yourself for your mistakes with alcohol.
Oh, we just.
Oh,
That's
what does Baldy get for 100 bits?
What does Baldy get for 100 bits? He gets a sip. He gets a sip for 100 bits.
That's fair.
Wow.
For 100. Well,
we'll do a
all
recap
of-
in a bit, and we will reveal all the things. But for
all
now,
of my love.
Excuse me, we will only reveal things as people buy them. As is my personal policy outside in and outside of the stream.
Also, if
So-
anyone is here from Octavius King's Discord and stream, hello. Hi, What Host Snorkers. It's really lovely to see you. Thank you so much for coming over. And I'm sorry about this in advance. There's context, I promise.
Let's not make, like, Jess is lying. She's absolutely not sorry. And she will be even less sorry in about 3 hours' time if last week is anything to judge by.
I've never done pigtails, and that seems like a terrible idea that I might do right
Do
now.
it. Do it. Do it.
I want to say I'm still sober, but that's also a lie. I've been drinking for like 3 hours.
I was about to say, I've seen some evidence to the contrary. However, I don't want to contradict you.
Nope, definitely went out to try and do some more like character prep ahead of the session, met up with a colleague, and then we just talked about how empty we feel in our lives over several rounds of cocktails.
So yeah, welcome to Critical Drinking, where we talk about emptiness and drink to substitute emotion.
Hey, Justin Night Tennessee, thank you.
Hey.
I also want to like thank everybody that was kind of at it before we got on. Like Hooblu, thank you for the sub. Bevo, thank you for the sub. We have
subs to drink for shit.
Yeah, and a handful of follows. Like Made in a Sweatshop, Tim606, Phenomus. It's Dr. Bees, whoever that is.
That's me. Hi.
I know.
Jess finally subbed to the stream she joined last week.
Yeah, I know, right? And followed.
She's on time.
And What Host Snorkers, welcome. I know you are new, and yes, this is a great time for a beer. You can play
time.
and Interiority, thank you so much.
Oh look, I had a full glass of gin and tonic.
Didn't you just?
And I now don't.
Oh my
so
goodness.
worried for y'all. Like, I'm just having beer, so I'm gonna be fine, but y'all are out here drinking hard liquor.
Oh,
I'm like,
Tiny Moose, thank you.
I picked up
Thank you
another
so
bottle of
much.
wine because I had already one glass from this one, so obviously that wasn't going to be enough.
So help me out, friends. I've just poured the gin. Is that a double?
That's like a triple. That's 3 fingers. You have my respect and admiration.
Says the woman who killed the fucking crystal skull last week.
Yeah.
Killed and revived, I think you'll find. Thank you very much. Looking at repurposed
I like the light.
boy over there.
Big question. I've been wondering this all week, especially since I ran into a replica today. Does the skull have a name?
Presently, we're calling it Marjorie.
They're all Marjorie.
I think
All
I
of
think
them are
that's
Marjorie.
Oh shit.
Marjorie.
Leonie Weemy, thank you. Lasagna.
so much.
Thank you. Oh, that's Liam Huimi trying to wear off the pain of Alice's missing, which we played yesterday, and we got the bad ending. For anyone who hasn't played Alice,
Oh
it's absolutely magical. Right up until the point where you get the ending, which just leaves everyone sitting there going, "Oh, oh fuck! I have to go and have dinner with my parents now. I just want to be in a dark room on my own and cry for a little bit. But no, I'm going to go have dinner with my parents. Fine, you're fine."
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a great game.
Soundscribe. Thank you, Soundscribe.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, 78% on the level 2 hype train. My god, guys.
I found out it's physically impossible to do
fucking
pigtails, so I've given up.
Okay, thank you for the
you look
update.
cute.
Sasha. You look cute. What happened?
You look hella cute.
It's all right.
Shall we do introductions?
Yeah, shall we?
Yes, I
That's a
think
good
so.
idea. Yes. Sort of 17 minutes in. Let's do intros. Right. Okay. To all our new viewers, this is Critical Drinking, the chaotic Dungeons and Dragons game, where we drink so that you don't have to. But if you would like to drink, we do have rules, so you could drink responsibly along with us if you so choose.
Or irresponsibly, or by your own rules. We don't own you. We're not your
Don't
dad.
judge.
We're not
That's
your
not
mom
this kind
either.
of stream.
Yeah. Nacho's turned into an iPad.
Sorry, I was typing like exclamation point drinking rules so people know what's up. Okay,
Oh,
All right, my
I'm
little,
being useful.
my little sunflower. Oh my god, we'll make you a mod if you're really good. One day, if you carry on like this.
Condescending bitch.
A boy can dream.
We've started this well.
Oh
It's
god,
like,
I hate
we
y'all.
do like each other, honestly. Yeah, so we're Critical Drinking. We are on episode 2 of Dread and Circuses, which is a homebrew RPG using D&D 5e rules, and where I remember or have bothered to look up sometimes D&D canon or history or like locations which are recognizable to people who have played D&D. Sometimes, if you're lucky. We play to the rule of cool, so do not expect rules to necessarily be followed. Sometimes we might invent our own, like last week when I made Jess do an anti-stealth check for himbo. Where she was like, I'm going to stealthily I'm going to loudly walk up, and I was like, are you? Okay.
Sort of. If anything, the thing I was attempting to avoid was just done anyway, even though I wasn't loud.
Yeah, I genuinely think when you are a terrifying lying clown and you try and sneak up, or like you try and come up loudly beside someone and doing this,
It was never going to end well. I just kind of wanted to like soften the blow.
no.
No.
So, actually, as I've started to introduce Jess, would you like to introduce yourself, your character in the game, and also let us know what delights are you imbibing tonight?
No worries. Hello, it is I, Jess, Jess J, at Dr. Bees, or it's Dr. Bees, as we've just learned. I tonight will be playing Himbo the Clown and Marjorie. Himbo the Clown is a Yuan-Ti pureblood clown because nightmares need to be real sometimes. And I had a very fun time last week figuring out who Himbo was. He talks like Alan Bennett. And it's just sort of stuck now. We've also been rummaging around the flat for anything that could potentially be Marjorie, and we've come up with the Skulk's mask from Questing Time. So Marjorie will officially have a voice. Maybe. Last week, I decided to bet the chat that for 1,000 bits that I would down an entire bottle of vodka, which I fucking did. I remember very little. My notes presently look like this last stream, and as you might be able to tell, the only thing legible in that is the word chunk wagon. So we're gonna have a nice time.
That is my stripper name.
That is your stripper name. We are starting out the stream as well with both a beer. We've also got a bottle of rum that we've just opened.
Swarbs, thank you.
So thank you.
Thank you so much, Sword.
That's timing.
Oh god.
Refilling before we
much
start.
did that.
Okay, you know, let's go. You and
All
me,
right.
Megan. Jess,
Let's do
let's
this.
fucking go. Naked.
All right, we're doing torpedoing.
Oh, Westy Burgers, thank you, Westy Burgers.
Who's a Westy Burger? What is it
Westy
made
Burger's
of?
the fucking best. That's
Blah.
What is a Westy Burger made of? Does it have lettuce? Does it have tomato? I have questions.
Does it have pickles?
Does it have pickles? Westy Burger, you must tell us.
I need to go get
I
another beer.
feel-
Y'all are ruthless. I'll be right back.
22 minutes in, and Nacho already, having been on the stream before, has gone, oh, I might need another beer.
incredible
this is-
scenes.
this is-
Right, I'm officially out of beers, so we're starting on that rum. So thanks for that.
Westy Burgers
Well done.
would have pickles, and I'm thrilled because, well, granted,
yeah.
we do pickles a little differently here, but I love some pickles. Hydrate!
You know what's
Great.
the most
hydrate.
pickled? Yes, it
Thank
is. It is my
you.
internal organs.
Hydrate.
Mm.
We've learnt now the difference from last week to this week that hydrate means drink water, not just more booze. So thank you for that.
Imagine that.
Thanks.
That is
We've
learned.
learned,
Good educational.
but am I going to
Excellent.
follow that? We'll find out.
Absolutely
We'll find out.
fucking not.
Himbo is great. Jess is fab. And you will see a whole different side to her probably in about 2 hours' time. Sasha, you have been pre-gaming. Let's find out who you are, who you're playing, and what you're drinking.
I don't know who I am. I barely know who I'm playing, but I do know I'm drinking Italian wine, sometimes from the bottle. I did forget to put it in the hooch one, but we'll see if we can rectify that later. I ostensibly, I am told that I am Sasha. Also at Dear Lady Disdain on the Twitters, at my Dear Lady Disdain, other things. If you're on Fortnite, my Dear Lady Disday, because the N was too much for it and had to chop it off. And I am playing Dancing Daggers, aka Dags, aka Blade Bay, who talks a little bit like this in a terrible impression of Alan Rickman doing Snape. But imagine that voice on a Tabaxi druid, chaotic evil. Can we say cunt on stream?
You just did, girl. You literally just did.
Yeah.
Which is the
forgiveness, not
complexity to her,
permission.
as every good chaotic evil person does. Cat person does. So yeah, she does. Her act is a knife blade throwing situation that involves 3 baboons called Larry, Jerry, and Barry, and God only knows what happened to them in the explosion. So let's buckle up and find out.
I genuinely love the fact that Sasha's pretending she remembered the explosion, because when I mentioned it to her midweek, she went, "What explosion?"
Huh? She was like, what?
100% forgot that happened. My
She was
brain
like,
checked
"Oh."
out during our going to bed sequences.
Sasha went in sleepy time now. Gone. That's it. Excellent. Thank you very much, Sasha. Emily.
Hi, I'm Emily. I don't have plans after the show, so I actually am imbibing this evening. So Fernet and Coke it is. So I'm excited because it's been too long and I'm already feeling it. So clearly, tolerance break might have been a bit too long because I'm already feeling silly. Oh, thank you, What Host Snorkers, for the Fernet appreciation. I play Tyler McFootballson, and I'm gonna put on my very special costume piece now. He is a sorry, Sarah.
It wasn't funny inherently, except for Sarah going to fucking pieces.
I know. I know. I was ready to keep talking, and I just kind of look over, and I was like, "Are you? Oh no! I killed Sarah somehow."
It's like the worst theatre class ever, where someone's like, "Yeah, you've got to look at the mask, and then you put it on really." This is like, anyway, sorry.
No, it's all good. Bad theater class is my whole personality, so welcome to me. Tyler McFootballson is a gold dragonborn. He is the daredevil, does all the like tightrope balancing act type stuff at the carnival. Not super well, as we've learned. Landed dead ass in a woman's lap last time. Face first, so things are going well. Tyler is a barbarian, but he's also like super chill. And is like really interested in making sure that like the vibe is chill. And has a really specific affection for Pride and Prejudice. And so you know, well, I should probably read Pride and Prejudice because I established that last week only to realize
I mean, you can probably just watch Bridgerton and you'll be fine. You know what I mean? Like it'll be okay.
No, absolutely not. Stop.
When I was watching Bridgerton,
I'm not even like a purist or anything, but like
that sort of assumption is so Mr. Darcy. I've got to say, like, I'm so sorry. No.
Tiny Moose going, Nacho, all caps, Nacho, no, I love you, but no.
I want to say hi to Vancouver by night. Greetings. What I remember most from Bridgerton is messaging Sasha, and I quote, "When will the wizards have sex?"
Excellent.
Wait, what Bridgerton were you watching?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just got to a point where I was like, they should be wizards. I feel like they're supposed to be wizards.
Emily, have you somehow imbibed the spirit of Andrea, and this is why she's not on the stream anymore? Are you two now one? What has happened?
As her sibling, I can confirm, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, very much so.
Emily's gone, there's no one saying weird shit anymore. Let me pick up that mantle and just put it on.
It's
fine.
It's like Mercury is in Gatorade, so you know.
Moving swiftly on. Nacho, help, please.
Oslo is very helpful right now. Pride and Prejudice spoilers. Heathcliff's first wife is in the attic.
Gotcha.
That's wild.
You know,
if you
have
know.
I was gonna say I have read the two other properties that are being referenced there anyway. But...
Oh, just Flirty and Ness just missing the
Okay, so
you had to be there for that. Nacho, you character drink.
Okay, hi everyone. My name's Nacho, at Nacho_Sunflower in Twitter and Nacho Sunflower in Twitch. I am playing Milton Bugles, who is 5'4", Aasimar rogue, who is lawful good, which means that he has like chronic anxiety because he's constantly fighting between what he is and what he wants. He's also a kleptomaniac, which means that he can impulsively steal anything that is shiny or pretty and he wants to have for himself. His two personality traits are that he is gay and short, and And his partner, Anton the Magnificent, is a 6'5" Eladrin, a fighter. So, who's also a mute. So he doesn't speak at all. Milton has a huge crush on Anton. Anton is unfortunately straight. So, it's like a star-crossed lover situation.
For one of them.
Yeah, for one of them. And then the other one is like, yeah, we're buddies or whatever. Very dramatic. Very okay, so if you think about, I don't know if you guys have seen Q-Force, but if you have, think of Twink, the character from Q-Force, and make him a D&D character, and that is Milton Bugles. Yes, that is where I drew inspiration from. I am drinking a Medalla Light, which is a Puerto Rican beer, and that's that. Please don't make me too drunk because I actually do have to turn in 3 assignments after this stream is over. I love you guys.
It's enough. Right, I'm Sarah. I am the DM, although sometimes you wouldn't know it. I got to shouting last week, which means that you know that you've lost control of the game when you have to scream at people. I'm trying to give you a clue quite loudly. So let's see what new depths the team can drive me to this week. Yay! And I am drinking gin and tonic. However, as happens, my bottle of gin is larger than my bottle of tonic, so that's working out well so far. Yes, excellent, enjoyable. I was off work on Friday with a migraine. Might be off work tomorrow with a migraine. At this rate, it's all good.
It's a sick day. It's fine. It's okay. You'll just,
It's fine. It's all right. Excellent. So I'm gonna ask, because she's written notes, I think it would be really good if Jess just reminded us what happened last week.
You don't want me, Sarah. I was so good at remembering things.
According to my notes, illegibility happened a lot of last week. So we were introduced to Milton Bugles, Tyler McFootballson, Blade Bay, and Himbo the Clown and Marjorie as they each performed their specific acts in turn, in between having a little chat and figuring out exactly who each other are. The circus itself is run by a man named Parch Olvarus, and a pig called Hammock, who I've just written in the notes as Future Pig. I don't know what this means. Parch is the ringmaster. He is the man that rustles up the crowds. He is the man that gets you going. The pig, however, seems to run the show and can and will jump through hoops of fire and smells like bacon. The bar behind the circus, however, where all the performers hang out in the midst, is run by a woman called Glenda, who had an accident as an artificer aerial high flyer. I think that's what that says. And has a little affinity to Milton and likes to baby him a bit. This is where it all gets a bit weird. I've written Cloud Foot or Foot Cloud and then circled Foot Cloud heavily. I'm assuming that's a good thing. I've also got written Bob Geldwarf, it like vividly underlined, like so hard, like it's scratching through. I've got Brillavant Nerling, head of stage hards or hands. That would make more sense. So we're going to go with head of stage hands. The Countess T, sexy cabbage in a mask. I'm gonna go. That's something. That's the thing. We've also then got Lord Neverwinter, Lord something or other, and Alice the Animal Handler. Sounds like a virus? I don't know what that means. And then all in all, across both pages of my notes, just the brilliant words chunk wagon. So I think, oh, and I do have one memory from the end because I was very, very happy. Because we'd all gone off to our little cabins. I remember going off to the cabins, and I remember everyone had like a little secret compartment. We all revealed some stuff. And then we woke up in the middle of the night because the train that we all travel around in the circus had exploded. We were all a bit weirded out.
A bit weirded out.
I imagine. I don't really remember. So
Yeah.
I
I think everyone who watched the stream last week will agree that that's basically everything that happens, and nothing important is missed out of those notes whatsoever.
Yeah.
No.
Good.
No.
I genuinely wouldn't know, as we have established.
I would love the fact that they were like very, very sane notes until you started like drinking, and then it's just like
cabbages.
I'm
I
very
had
much
completely
tied
forgotten
in.
about the sexy cabbage
shit.
and the mask, and
The
I'm
sexy
so
cabbage
happy.
and the mask.
Cabbage in a mask.
Yeah, and just shouting at me. But this feels really important to the development of my character, Sarah. When I wouldn't describe the cabbage, she's like, "It's sexy. This is really important to the development. This feels really important to the development of my character, Sarah." And I was like,
Was it
Okay.
sexy?
it was very lightly misted, so it looks a little bit moist and glistening while wearing a black lace mask. I mean, what more do you want?
All right, cool. We've established that himbosexuality is attracted to anything. Great, cool. We're here, lads. Let's go.
We're ready to fuck some cabbages here.
I'm so ready to fuck some cabbages.
I am brassicosexual. It's all fine.
And sexuality doesn't even cover it. We're gonna go to a different sexuality.
You've heard of demisexual? I'm veggie-sexual.
Vegans,
Anyway.
look away now. You know?
all,
Is that what
all I
veganism
can
is?
think of, all I can think of is the dean in Community when he gets called a pansexual imp, and he's like, first of all, that's not even half the truth.
Very that, yes. Very that.
Very, very good. What I would add to that, so I mean, I would say, Jess, that was very comprehensive and not like you missed anything at all due to alcohol. Tyler is still in my head anyway, wearing the bottom half of a Willie Mammoth costume.
Oh yeah.
That was the thing that
Yeah.
occurred. Yeah.
And while being the bottom half of a Willie Mammoth, you guys did overhear a conversation between Bellevant Nerling and someone who you failed to identify or like come across in any way, shape or form, who was having a really dodgy conversation, which you guys very easily believed to be absolutely fine. And
We all
Bellevant
rolled very,
talking.
very well.
talking to an animal handler.
We did.
Handled it. Spot on.
Perfect.
Very, very perfect. That's really the only thing I would add, which may or may not be useful.
Tyler is gonna duel a man.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
Duel.
Oh,
You're gonna
Yeah,
duel a guy
that's the
because
thing.
you accidentally ate out his wife.
or something.
Or
something.
Or something.
Or something.
That
And
was the one.
Himbo is planning to be his second, and from the sound
Yeah.
of it, something absolutely fucking terrifying. But no one has any idea what. But Himbo had a plan and was very determined to carry
Did
out
he?
that plan.
Marjorie
Yes,
did.
Himbo had a plan.
Himbo had
Marjorie
a
thinks
plan.
it's prudent to duel it down and keep the big weapons.
Himbo had a plan. Emphasis on the word had.
I wanna thank Justin Guy Tennessee for the bits and What Host Snorkers for the
Thank
follow.
you.
I've
Thank you
already
guys.
tried some bits, to be fair.
Oh man, how? This is so...
Ow.
Wait, what's happening?
All the bits.
All the bits?
All the bits.
What does this mean?
All the bits. This means
I don't know, but Sarah just calls me up sometimes and keeps saying that on repeat.
All the bits.
all the bits.
All the bits.
All the bits.
And Sasha's just like, okay, I'm gonna hang up now. Okay,
I'm just
bye.
like, you haven't paid, so
Are we drinking?
some of the
Are we
bits.
downing? What is the vibe?
Sip.
I'm sipping.
I'm
'cause
sipping.
Oh.
I have 3 assignments to turn in, girl. Like,
I will give you a generous vote.
Although part of me
Which
thinks
school
I
decided
should
to
roll
go
a
to fucking grad
d20.
school to begin
for the
with,
vibe.
right? So
Oh, fuck.
Sarah, what's a 4 on the vibe check? Because I rolled a 4.
we should make a list.
A vibe check. So, actually, do you know what? Before on a vibe check is not cool. And the way you know life is not cool, Tyler, is that you have woken up to a load of explosions.
Oops.
The explosion.
Transition.
Yes. Notice what I did there, kids. It's good. Smooth.
I did.
Um,
So I don't want to be like a downer, but destruction of property is like bad vibes, especially when it's like my house. Also, thank you, Swarms.
1,000 bits from Swarms, I need to point out.
That's a lot of bits.
3 zeros.
That's a vodka chug amount of bits.
I guess I'm finishing this fucking glass, isn't it?
I did so much more for so much less last time. I feel. Yeah, no, fuck it. You know what? Box up.
Box up. So Tyler, you wake up. The vibe is not cool. There is a very strong smell of burning meat.
That's weird. So Tyler's just gonna like pop his head out and like take a look around. Definitely not entirely certain whether this is just kind of like specific to his general area or if it's impacting the whole caravan train. So he's just kind of gonna look out, just like, all right, like, is this just me or like, are the vibes bad all around?
Okay. So as you stick your head around, are you looking towards where you think the front of the train is? Like, are you looking at trying to look down towards the back of the train? Where are you looking?
I think I am going to look in the direction of where like Himbo's part of the train is.
Oh, okay. Can you roll me a investigation check, please?
Oh no, I can. I just remember investigation not being one of his strong suits, but here let's go. D&D Beyond is being really weird. Let me refresh really quickly, because it was. That is so weird. Okay, whatever. We're just gonna try it.
See what happens.
17.
17. Okay, excellent. For 17, you can tell that there is a big gap in the middle of the train, and there is a lot of, I suppose, what you would describe as like fucked up stuff going on in the middle. Basically, there are 2 carriages missing, and it's roughly in the area where you would expect Himbo's carriage to be. Yeah, cool. I'm just gonna kill everyone straight off. It's all fine. You go.
Second episode, y'all. What the fuck?
Second episode. You're all dead. There is loads of smoke, like really thick black smoke, like the kind of smoke that's really hard to see through. But what you can see is there are like little kind of bursts of like flame and sparks everywhere. You can also hear crying. And you can hear the sounds of like, I suppose, like animalistic like screeching or like calling to each other.
Okay, Tyler is going to run in the direction of the crying.
Excellent. Okay, so now I am going to go to Milton. Milton, you are woken up by a sudden explosion, and then on top of you, you feel a massive weight.
Okay. So, I wake up, and there's like a piece of debris that's like blocking my chest. Like it's like on my chest as I'm like sitting there. And then through the smoke comes Anton. He like single-handedly like lifts the debris off my chest and scoops me up into his arms. Mind you, he's shirtless at this point, so Milton is just kind of like he's left speechless. And Anton just kind of like nods at me and like, "Are you okay?" And I just kind of go like, "Yeah." And then I tell Anton like, "We need to figure out what's going on. Like what's going on like right now? I'm literally freaking out." And he's like, "Okay," like, and he acknowledges what I'm saying, and he just kind of like peeks outside to see what's going on.
Okay, excellent. We actually have a character sheet for Anton, so I am going to roll on Anton's behalf. If the character sheet opens.
I have it open if you want me to roll.
Oh, excellent. Can you roll a perception check?
Yes. Hold on. You got a 14.
A 14. So, what Anton sees for a 14 is that there is a big hole where the penguin pond was, and basically all the penguins have fallen out of the pond that was part of your carriage, and there's like penguins helping each other up. Like one of them's like sewing sequins back onto its dress. One of them is like helping another penguin up and like making it a little crutch so the penguin can get around on its own. Then further down beyond the penguins, there is what Anton knows to be the stagehands carriage, where basically all of the dwarves who run the circus are. There's basically no carriage left. There are, however, bodies on the ground.
Oh, hold up. Is the train moving at this point still, or no?
No.
No. Oh, I thought we were...
Yeah, I thought we were
along,
zooming
like,
as well.
You have stopped moving.
Ooh.
Okay. Milton just kind of like jumps out of Anton's arms and he runs towards the dead bodies to see if he can like help anyone and like, you know, help them up and like tend to their wounds in any way.
So you run towards the next carriage, and in front of you there are half a dozen bodies that are incredibly recognizable. Okay, I'm gonna go now to daggers. You are woken up. Exactly the same as Tyler. There is a strong smell of burning. It's basically like barbecue smell.
What has Himbo done now?
I mean, accurate question. I would ask the same thing, honestly.
I mean, I
Valid.
So but it's like jolted up actually, right? So I think I get up to investigate. Is there anything up like very obvious from within my caravan? Like it's half missing? No, okay.
No, your caravan is absolutely fine. There are bits that have fallen off like shelves, and you were talking previously about kind of like a red rug. It's like rucked up. Like it's
Remind me what I said last time.
Gonna go. Yeah, some of us do at home. Yeah, it's like rucked up, and like it's kind of like hit the side of the carriage and then like shunted back really quickly. There are kind of like a few costumes that have fallen on the floor out of your wardrobe, but there's nothing in your carriage per se where you would be like something weird has happened.
Okay, then I would just kind of peek out the door, see, like open up the door and just like look around, see what's happening around me, because I don't see like something's bad, but I don't feel like imminent danger to like grab things and run, for example.
Okay, so as you move towards the door, Larry, Jerry, and Barry kind of like scamper up to you, and they look really scared.
How did you get out of your enclosure?
And Jerry points, and the door is like open, and the cage is all like bent.
Ugh. Right. You know, at this point, just whatever. Just still wants like go take a look outside. Just like, oh, they're already out. I'll get them back in after I find out what's going on.
So screw the baboons, basically, is what we're going for. So you
yes.
go to your door, you open it, you look out, and can you roll me a perception check?
I can indeed. Oh god, I'm gonna. Ooh, even with my +5, guys, that is an 8 total. So you can do your own math on how that went.
Oh, we started off this with high rolls. I see.
Ooh, that's what I do. High fucking
really
roller.
winning.
This is gonna go well.
This is going well. You look up, you see the night sky full of stars. There's a bit of smoke. It's a bit musty. There's a strong smell of barbecue, but there's a bit of noise, a bit of chaos outside.
All right. Well, I don't see any problems, so just get back in the enclosure. Come on, Larry, Barry, Jerry, you cunts.
So we leave daggers trying to push.
Sasha really went from saying like, can we say cunt on stream, and then just like throwing it out like it's nothing.
Just like, liberated. Let's use all the embargoed words. Okay, so I am now going to cut to Himbo. Himbo, you sit up. No, actually, you have your eyes closed at the moment. Underneath your head and the rest of your body, you can feel cold, wet grass.
Oh, my. Like, he's not, like, in sort of that waking up haze that people find themselves in. He's like, oh, okay. Oh. This is not what I fell. This is not what I fell asleep on. Oh. And then realizes with a shock, like, have I wet myself? And then bolts upright. Eyes snap open.
You bolt upright, eyes snap open, and in front of you is what should be a carriage with a kind of like apartment on top, and actually now is just a metal frame with some wheels attached to it.
Himbo's heart drops into his stomach, and if it could, it would stop beating, and he just darts around. Eyes are left, right, center, anywhere. Where is Marjorie? Is the first and foremost thought in his mind. Where is Marjorie? Where is Marjorie? Can he see anything? Also, what time is it?
You don't know.
What would you say? Is it dark? Is it light?
It's dark.
It's dark.
There are
okay.
stars. There are stars in the sky. It's cool night air.
Okay. Investigation. 15.
15 for 15. You dart around and you find a lot of bits of Marjorie that have all been blown off the top of your caravan.
So in the last session, I think we established that there is like a ceiling of Marjories. There are hundreds of Marjories.
Yeah.
Himbo is panicking, like on all fours on the grass, just like, Marjorie, and is desperately trying to fit pieces of her back together, and they're not quite fitting, and they're falling through its head. Marjorie! And just crying up to the moon. Moon? Hi. Marjorie! And is hell-bent on putting a Marjorie together again. Just throwing bits of her together.
Excellent. Right, can you all roll medicine checks on yourselves? Himbo, you're rolling at disadvantage.
Of course.
Of course.
Oh, God.
I got another 17 somehow.
Nice.
I got a 12.
I got a spicy 5.
Ooh, look at that. Just did a little tip over from 18 to a 2, so that's a 4.
Nice.
Total.
Okay, so Tyler and Milton, you can tell from yourselves that there's like no immediate damage. Like you're checking yourselves, everything's there. Like even when you've been crushed behind the piece of roof that you were under, you're absolutely fine. Tyler, like completely unaffected, nothing happened to you. Daggers and Himbo, you guys are absolutely fine.
Yeah, sure. This sounds normal.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing wrong with you. Absolutely nothing. It's really good. You're very healthy.
Himbo tries to stand up.
Dags is like, fuck this. I'm going back to bed. Come on, baboons, get in the cage. Jesus Christ.
Himbo, as you try and stand up, you fall over.
Oh, that's not normal. My clowning is good, but it's not that good. He takes another look at his legs and feet. Because, of course, as a Yuan-Ti snake person, he has legs. And I still can't get over that.
All fine. It's all fine.
Yeah.
Your legs and feet are okay.
Oh, no. This is something that my weird eyes cannot see. Oh no, Marjorie, and just begins to, drag himself on his hands across the grass, still trying to put Marjorie back together. Very little concern for his own health.
At this point, Milton just tries to run up to anyone who's outside. So that would be Tyler and that would be Himbo. And I see Himbo on the ground, so I try to help him out. I'm like, oh my god, Himbo, are you okay? Oh my god, there was a huge explosion. I got crushed by debris. I don't know what to do. I'm panicking.
At the second level, Himbo is going to cast Calm Emotions.
It's basically the D&D equivalent of Xanax.
I was just about to say,
darling,
Zanny the nanny.
Darling, have you this?
Okay. So, yes.
You chill out enough that it occurs to you that maybe you should do a medicine check on Himbo, as they seem to be dragging themselves across the ground in a slightly unnatural way.
Okay, so I'm gonna run a medicine.
Actually, give me 1 sec. Can
Oh no!
Milton make a charisma saving throw, please?
Yeah. I got a 10 for that.
All right, cool. So you are no longer frightened or charmed. I don't think there was any risk of you being charmed. But you are no longer frightened.
Okay.
And you just hear Himbo in your head just go, calm down, boy, it's not that bad. All the while on Himbo's face, it's like, it is that bad. It is so bad. It cannot be worse. And he just...
Milton is just kind of like, okay. So, I don't know what's going on with you, but can you stand up?
Do you not think I would have tried that already? My legs are not working, dear boy.
Oh, shit. I kind of look around to see if anyone can help. And I run over to Tyler and I'm like, Tyler, help me up with Himbo. He can't get up.
Oh, all right. And Tyler has, is holding his frisbee like a tray and has been collecting little Marjorie bits in the frisbee. So just kind of gently lays the frisbee tray of Marjorie bits down and is like, yeah, no problem. And just kind of heads on over.
Mutter under his breath, oh, the indignity. Marjorie, I'm so sorry.
Milton and Tyler, will you roll medicine checks on...
Sure.
Another one.
17.
17.
Oh, that's good, because I got Nate this time, so...
So Tyler checks, and they're like, yeah, dude, vibe checks out. Absolutely fine.
Yeah, Tyler's been so focused on, gathering the pieces together. You look fine, dude. Can I get back to helping put Marjorie back together again? Like a Humpty Dumpty kind of vibe, or what?
Yeah.
Kind
Milton, what you see when you check over Himbo is that there is a piece of wood, a really substantial splinter, chunky splinter, and it's actually sticking out of the back of Himbo's head, under that kind of, that lumpy bit before the bottom of your skull starts, the squishy bit. And Himbo, you take 5 damage.
As a sorcerer, ow. Big fucking ow. Okay, cool. In a sort of almost clownish manner, Himbo sort of sees Milton looking him over and he goes, I promise you I am fine, dear boy. It is Marjorie I am worried about. And as he turns, Milton sees the
Milton is just like, oh my god! Oh my god! What the hell? Oh my god, he's gonna die!
Himbo raises his hand once again and Milton feels the emotions quell. Just
for fuck's sake, I can't be dealing with this right now.
It's okay, this is fine. We just gotta take it out, right? We just gotta remove it. Right?
Take
That's all
what
we have
out?
to do. You have a thing on the back of your neck, it's jutting out. It's 2 feet long. How did you not feel it?
Himbo reaches
Oh, right in the medulla. Ooh.
Himbo does that thing you You know, like when you've got a cut and you keep sticking your finger in it, and you're like, how? Himbo just starts twisting it, and every time he twists it, like his foot does this weird, like jolty thing.
Oh, would you look at that?
Oh my god.
This would be super disturbing if it wasn't so funny. And it's just watching a weird snake clown dick about with its own body, like, oh, so that's how that works. Oh, okay, that's all right. Milton, you are the closest and therefore seem the most viable one to do this. Would you mind removing this from my head?
Sure. Anton, give me a hand. And Anton just kind of like lifts him up by the waist, so he is like at head level with Himbo, and he just kind of like starts carefully trying to kind of like take it out without like, you know, having too much damage.
What's even better about that is because Himbo's currently on the floor, like face down on the floor. So what actually like anyone watching actually sees is Anton lifts you up so that you're like hovering above Himbo, like sort of some sort of
this is some Mission Impossible surgery.
Mission Impossible surgery vibe. Like it's like.
Two hands, lad. Take it out. Go on. You can do it.
Okay, another
Milton, you look badass as fuck. Like Tom Cruise to the max, bruh.
I got a 4.
Fuck.
For a 4, you managed to pull it out, and Himbo bleeds monstrously, and Himbo now is at level 2 exhaustion.
This is fine.
I just kind of like take off my bomber jacket and I wrap it around his head, so it's like he's wearing a scarf, but like
that makes all the difference.
It helps, I think, right?
Yeah, completely. So Himbo now continues to bleed through your very beautiful purple and pink bomber jacket.
Incredible, I tell you. While I try and get some feeling back in my body, would you and your strong man there, would you go and just check on everyone else? And I'll be fine. And he is still searching the grass for bits of Marjorie and is very convinced that's it. That's all that matters.
Tyler, what are you doing while all this is going on?
So Tyler is presenting what he's collected thus far to Himbo the Clown. Just like, bruh, like, I did find, like, a few bits of Marjorie. Also, like, I've noticed that you are, like, bleeding, and if we want to, like, cauterize it, I do have some Smith's tools lying around. I don't know if that's, like, dangerous or what, but, like, anyway, it's up to you, man.
Oh, sweet angel, you may as well shove me bagpipes in there for all good. That'll do. Jesus. May as well get a bit of entertainment out of it. I swear to God. There must be one of the doctors, one of the medics must have survived. Could you not go find one of them? Jesus Christ. Himbo is now just shivering, like, uncontrollably. No. And you see the makeup on his face that is usually permanent and only shifts in colour is draining. It is fading. He is just becoming deathly pale.
And I'm gonna add to that as well, like, it's melting.
Oh yeah, let's add more levels of horror to this. Sure.
Let's make this more terrifying. It's like as the color drains, it's like the makeup is moving down Himbo's face.
Doctor, now go.
So Tyler just like panics, is like, that is, you look fine. You look A-okay, my dude. Lying very poorly.
Fuck up, Tyler. Go get the doctor. I swear to God, I will haunt you until the end of your fucking days if you let me die.
Tyler panics, rips his pants off, and tries to like use his cargo pants as like a blanket for Himbo before running off to try to find a doctor.
So you are still, I would like to remind you that you're still wearing the Mammoth fluff trousers.
Oh.
In my head, what happens is you rip off the Mammoth fluff trousers and wrap Himbo in like several meters of golden fur fabric.
Yes, and then the cargo pants underneath, those get ripped off as well, and also used as supplementary warmth things. And then he just immediately like runs off, just the whole time as he's doing the wrapping, and as he's like running off, just making this noise a lot, like
As Himbo
So yeah, he's gonna run off and
what I'm guessing is like just sweat and crotch being plastered over him in an attempt to be like medicine. Himbo makes just in his sort of very fuzzy state of mind, like,
if I survive, he will fucking not.
I'm just, as a side note, I'm changing the name of this campaign to Sweat and Crotch from Dread and Fear.
Tyler McFootbalson's secret tapes.
the short, uninspiring life of Tyler McFootbalson.
Putting my fucking Marjorie in a frisbee and now putting his crotch sweat on my face. He doesn't want
it's
to
to
live.
keep you warm! It's to keep you warm, my guy!
Okay. Stabby the tabby. As you begin to fall asleep, you hear an American voice going, "It's to keep you warm! It's to keep you warm!" And then someone else threatening to kill them.
At this point, Milton just like starts banging on Stabby the Tabby's door, and he's like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?"
Fucking Christ. Don't know why I've taken on Marjorie's accent. Obviously, Dags is like Stabby the Tabby. Dags sighs very heavily, sort of rolls her eyes, gets out of bed. Is decent. This is not someone who sleeps naked. She would never do that. Always be prepared, you know. Opens the door, sees Milton going, "What is happening?"
There was a big explosion. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm clearly okay.
What
What
else?
else?
Kind of goes like,
What is all the screaming?
So Himbo got a huge splinter on his back of his head. I removed it and he started bleeding everywhere, and we're trying to get that fixed. But there was also like some dead
All right,
bodies. I
just
think
get out of the way. Where is Himbo?
Okay, so Dags, you step out of the carriage and you kind of push as like Milton's like hysterical, but he's not as hysterical as you'd expect him to be. Like everything he's saying is hysterical, but it's actually being delivered in like a really matter-of-fact, deadpan way.
No, help, please.
yeah, exactly. Like in his head, he's screaming, but in reality, what it's actually translating to is, yes, Himbo is dying, bleeding to death. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Do you know what I mean? And like Anton is just standing behind him. He's got his arms crossed over his chest, and he's just like.
I think Dag, since Milton's kind of hysterical or not really communicating, goes towards where Himbo's caravan would be. Obviously, seeing Himbo there with no caravans around. As far as emotionally processing the scene, I would say minimal. Not that I'm basing the character on myself, but there isn't much like that happens immediately emotionally upon seeing such a situation. And so kind of comes to Himbo and comes down going, "Himbo."
Oh, I swear to fucking God, if one of you does not get the fucking doctor, I am going to kill you all.
Well,
Himbo,
I've got some cure wounds. Would that suit you?
Yeah, let's fucking hope so.
Himbo, another 3 points of damage as you continue to bleed.
I mean,
Just as Himbo is attempting to sort of be like,
That'd be very nice, thank you.
just blood, just everywhere out of the mouth, like, yeah, this is fine.
right. So, Dags goes ahead and like puts a paw on Himbo's face. Just goes shh, and cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level. So that's 11 points.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Excellent. As you do that, Himbo, what you feel is like a sucking, like on the back of your neck, as the wound heals magically.
Oh,
but
God.
you also have a weird sense that something might be stuck in the wound.
I swear to God.
Hippo turns around and is addressing Dags and is just like on all fours, like an animal, and then just says,
Is the mammoth stuck in my head? Tell me, is the mammoth stuck in my head? I need to know.
Can you please roll an investigation check, Dags? Thank you, Chick Turpin. Fucking hell! Thank you,
Terminator.
Chick Turpin, for redeeming Milton dreams. So the way Milton is dealing with the current stress is by having a fantasy about Anton, which is very strictly a fantasy and something that Milton knows will never happen.
Oh God.
So, okay, do I take it away? Is that what's going on?
Just digression. Good luck, baby improv. Let's fucking go.
Okay, so at this point, we are at a very like tropical beach, and Milton is lying down on like this kind of like a beach chair, where he's sipping from a coconut. He's drinking pure coconut water, and out of the sudden comes like a rush of wind, and in this rush of wind is a version of Anton with like long hair, and he starts speaking in Spanish, and he's like, "Mi amor, I've been waiting for you my whole life. How are you doing today? Is there anything you need? Do you need me to massage you in any part of your body?" And Milton is just kind of like, "Oh, Anton, I've been waiting for you my whole life, and you are always so precious to me." And they just kind of like have this like romantic telenovela scenery going on, like with where the waves crash and they make sweet love in the sand. And
you are promptly woken up by screaming as you look up and you see Dags behind Himbo trying to pull off the mammoth trousers. And basically where this wound was, as they pull off the mammoth trousers, there's like a ripping noise. And Himbo now has what I can only describe as like a low-level mohawk that like basically goes down the back of their neck and stops like at a really inconvenient point, where the mammoth fur has been like sucked into the wound as it heals.
Going to kill him.
Yes. I would support you if you did.
Tyler, where are you at this point?
I'm going to find the doctor.
You're going to find the doctor. Excellent. You go running up towards the front of the caravan, where you know kind of like the operations staff live. You trip over something and fall over.
Oh God.
Okay. Tyler sort of like struggles to get to his feet for a second there and is just like, yet again, my Aikido roll has failed me. Clearly I need more practice.
And as you get to your feet and you turn around to see what's tripped you over, there is a body of a very young dwarf with a very small regrowth of beard lying on their back.
Tyler, recognizing this barely bearded dwarf, is going to scoop up the dwarf and like try to like fireman carry the dwarf over to the doctor, in the hopes that the doctor can take care of that guy, in addition to obviously going to help Himbo. Tyler has been on a mission, so has no idea that Blade Bay has started to treat Himbo's wounds. Tyler's just kind of like on the go.
Okay,
One track
so
mind.
You continue running to the front, and what you see are two figures. There's a very small figure bending over a very large figure, but you can't make out who it is through the smoke.
Hey, has anybody seen the doctor? I've got, like, mad-ass bros that need help.
And you hear, over here, love, like, we don't have a doctor because we're a circus, but bring him over here and I'll see what I can do.
Oh, Glenda, is that you?
Who's that?
It's Tyler and the new stage crew guy. I mean,
Tyler,
I hope
here.
he's... Okay, okay.
Come over here. Like, I need your help. So you run through the smoke, and as you get through the smoke, you see Gloria bending over Parch.
Oh, Gloria, my bad.
Glenda, Gloria. What should we call her? Let's call her Glenda. Everyone's decided she's Glenda. Let's call her Glenda. Glenda is bending over Parch.
I'm letting it go. I'm letting it
Name. What's her name?
Glenda Jackson. Star of Women in Love.
Glenda Jackson, Lightning Dwarf. No, Lightning Gnome.
So Tyler, like, running up to her is like, all right, so like, I found this dude. He was on the ground. I don't really know what's going on with him. Also, like, Himbo really needs help. He was, like, bleeding a lot from his head, yeah? And then I was like, oh, I'm gonna keep him warm. So I just, like, wrapped him in all the pants I had. But, like, I don't really know if that counts as medicine. So, like, hopefully you can, like, help.
I mean, I did wonder as you ran towards me why I could see all the junk in the trunk, but that makes sense now. Let me have a look. So you say you found Bob Geldwolf?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, here he is. And, like, Tyler sort of just, like, gently lays him down on the ground in front of Glenda Jackson. Sorry, I don't know why in my head it's kind of... in front of Glenda.
Yeah, so as you lay Bob on the floor, what you can't help notice is that stabbed through his heart is what looks like a great big wooden stake. But
he was a vampire.
You've been around the circus. What you know, thank you, Swarb. What you know is that this is one of the chitons that they nail into the ground to, like, stretch out the big top.
Mm.
And it's literally right through the middle of him.
So, like, do you think that's, like, bad, or, like, is there coming back from that?
Hang on, let me check. And Glenda Jackson, Lightning Gnome, takes
Sorry,
Bob's pulse.
I don't know why I love it so much, and I do.
It's just what happened. So with her one good arm, she reaches round. This makes it better. She only has one good arm and one good leg. She's now responsible for the whole circus. And she reaches round and she takes the pulse and she looks at him. She's like,
Oh, that's really heinous, dude. Like, Bob was a good guy.
Bob was one of the nicest people in the circus, my love. But
I know, like, and now, and, like, Tyler just kind of, like, leans over Bob and is like, Bob, my guy, don't be dead, dude.
Can you roll me an investigation check?
Okay. Sure.
I know it's funny, but also it's very sweet and my eyes are teary because Tyler doesn't have the articulation to process what's going on.
No. I mean, let's be fair, none of you do.
There's a reason
So-
we're in the circus, guys.
so,
like,
Guys,
this isn't because we handle things well or are emotionally stable. It's like comedians.
Speaking of, I rolled a nat 1, and I have a -1 in investigation, so I have a 0.
You can see absolutely no reason why Bob is changed. And there's absolutely nothing suspicious about this in any way, shape, or form.
Can no one cast guidance from anywhere? No, nothing.
Not today, son.
So
not today, Satan. Not today.
Not today. So Tyler is just kind of gonna be like, look, I'm not entirely convinced that he's dead, although I do trust your expertise. I just, like, refuse to believe it. I think he's gonna be just fine eventually, because I told him not to be dead. So, like, I think he's a good listener. He's such a good listener.
Look,
Glenda, though, Himbo is bleeding out. Do you, like, have a second to, like, help?
I can't leave Parch. Like, he's in a really bad way, and what's more worrying is I can't find Hammock.
Oh man. Okay. First of all, I'm gonna just, like, go get Himbo. I'm gonna drag him over here or carry him over here, like, whatever, so you can, like, do that. And then I'm also gonna look for our friend who can tell the future.
Okay, you do that, and I'll wait here. Just bring anyone you find, bring them here, and we can work together and sort this out.
Incredible. I'm gonna go find Hammock. Like, you keep doing what you do, Dr. Glenda. And Tyler just kind of, like, dashes off back in the direction he came in, like, back into the night.
The house falls on him.
I have a question.
The West shows up.
I mean, I have so many questions at this point.
And you're the GM. Fuck.
GM, I have no idea.
Wait, how long does calm emotion work? Like, is it gonna be?
Also, how much time has passed? I think that's.
Please let it be an hour, because it's been about 10 minutes so far.
So it was cast at the second level. It is up to a minute. So.
Okay, so it's well done.
You're hysterical again.
Yeah.
Okay, so at this point, Milton just kind of, like, is more calm because of the cantrip that Jess, the spell that Jess cast on me. I mean Himbo, sorry. So Himbo cast that spell, and afterwards I kind of, like, snap into, like, fight or flight mode. So I immediately cast my cantrip up into the air so that people know that, like, we can see around more and, like, we have more visibility of the area. So it, like, a huge bolt of light emanates from my hand into the sky and, like, simulates, like, a second moon, essentially.
Okay, so the bolt of light, what it illuminates for everyone is I mean, for all of you guys for whom the circus is home and has been home for a number of years, is basically your idea of hell. Right? At the tail, the middle, and the top. So next to where Himbo's carriage is, next to where you know that the livestock is kept, and next to where you know Parch's carriage at the top is usually based, there is nothing there. There are just gaps. There is twisted metal. There is the smell of burning. There are no carriages. There is nothing which would make you guys move forward in any way, shape, or form. There are chunks missing out of carriages adjacent to them. There are carriages in the middle which are sort of fine, but even those, you can see that there are, like, bits of metal sticking out of them, or, like, holes in the side, or there's, like, a roof missing. It's really bad. There are like, outlines and figures moving through the smoke, and you can see that some of them are kind of moving quite naturally, and then some of them moving in ways which you would identify naturally as circus performers is really unnatural. And then as well, that even more disturbing is the things that aren't moving.
I'm gonna need 1 second. Sorry, I've got to run to the toilet because I've drunk too much.
I think.
I'll set up the mood, and then Jess will go to the toilet.
100%. But also, you have to ping one of us who is the next to be interacting, because I think.
Yeah. So I think Himbo, as your Milton, as your charm has worn off, you currently have, like, full emotional capacity back.
As I cast the light up into the sky, I'm hoping for the best, but I am met with the worst painting or like scenario that I could possibly imagine. Milton just kind of like looks down to everything that's going around him, and his eyes immediately just water. His like actual home has been destroyed. Like there is chaos, there is disorder. There's animals loose and they're all panicking because of the whole explosion that occurred. Milton just kind of like looks at Anton, and Anton just kind of like gives him like a nod of reassurance, like whatever you need, like I'll be here. And at this point, my first instinct is to look for Tyler. So with my eyes watered, I just kind of like wipe him off, and I run to like find Tyler in any way I can find him.
Yeah. So you look towards Anton. You start moving past him. As you start moving past him, you see running towards you, like with their hands waving in the air, is Tyler, who's like, "Dude, my dude!" Emily, do you want to take over?
Yeah. Bro,
No, you keep
okay.
going.
Yeah, I agree. Swarms, thank you for the bits. 600. Oh no.
600.
That's a good sips there.
Yeah, there's a lot of sips.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to pee real bad soon.
Yeah, same.
We make. Let's be honest. The more you guys make us drink, the more intervals we may have to take in order to fix said intake.
We can make it work.
I have good news and bad news. No, Swarms. I have good news and bad news is that I have no tonic left. I just have gin.
You'll just do shots. It's fine.
How many weeks have we been doing this? What is the
hydrate?
Like,
not enough.
What is
Hydrate.
that you carry in your head that you think that tonic will be enough?
Yeah, I mean, tonic. There is never enough tonic in a bottle to match the amount of gin you get.
It's a universally known fact. There's never enough tonic. There's just never enough.
I learned today that it glows blue under black light.
It does. That's why it's a fun drink.
That's because I'm jizzing it.
Speaking of which, between Sasha apparently jizzing in all gin.
All of it. Top to bottom.
Ginseng?
Kinda hot.
They employ me. All the I thought it was tonic, not gin.
Tyler, just to get you back on track, you come running towards Milton and Anton.
My dudes. So, Glenda is basically doing like a triage type situation over there, and he kind of just like gestures in her general direction. So, like, if we can get Himbo over there, I think she can like really help. Also, Bob is like playing dead or some shit, and it's like worrying. And then like also Hammock is missing, and like because that pig can like tell the future and stuff, I think it's like important that we like find him, especially since he like runs the show. So like yeah, we need to like find Hammock as well. But like first things first, I think we really need to get Himbo over to Glenda because I don't think like my pants are enough.
Did you say triage? Because it's a very big word for you, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm just, like, used to it. See, like, I didn't spend, like, a lot of time with my mom, but my mom was, like, a nurse, you know? So, like, I just, like, grew up around, like, a triage-type situation, and, like, I know this will surprise you, but I got, like, hurt a lot, so it was really good. Like, it was lucky.
Right.
Himbo from where Dags is standing sort of manages to get up onto his feet and sort of brush himself off and is just looking at Tyler in the way that nobody wants to be looked at. It is both death and destruction in a glance. it's not good. But he is still sort of eye contact being made, picking up pieces of Marjorie in the frisbee that has been left.
So to add to narrative complexity, I've just redeemed vibe check for you, Tyler.
Okay. I'm gonna use my manual roll for that. Let's take a look here. 9. We got a 9.
Oh, dude, you're like cool.
Nice. Yeah.
Can I roll a perception check for Anton?
You can roll a perception check.
I also
you can roll a perception check for Milton as well.
No, I feel like Anton is more perceptive than Milton. That's why I want to do Anton.
I mean,
instead.
What's worrying about that is Anton cannot communicate that to you in any way, shape, or form.
Well,
Yes.
yes.
He is mute.
He rolled a 15 and I rolled a 15 as well. Okay, so
okay, excellent. So both you and Milton, both you and Anton, Milton, see, but I'm gonna do it in Anton's voice. It's like the stuff is going to go down and it is going to get fucking weird.
He dies. He dies.
He dies. He's not. This is not good for our friend Tyler.
I just kind of like Anton just kind of like stands in front of Himbo with like his arms crossed, and Milton just peeks behind him and he's like, "We need to figure out what's going on. Like there are people that are dying, and we need to tend to them as soon as we can."
Okay, totally. Excellent. If we can get them toward like the front where Glinda is, like I think that's gonna be the best case scenario. And like Himbo, I can tell that like you're cool. But like if there's anything you just want to like get checked out, because like I know you're cool and all, but just, you know, a little like just getting looked at, making sure that nothing's going on there. Like you could always go there too. I love that you can walk again, my guy.
Milton just kind of like from behind Anton holds his hand up to Tyler and he's like, "We need to figure out where Ham is. Otherwise, this whole circus will stop existing, and I cannot go back to the shitload I called home."
Dags just like goes, "Shh."
Is this like a chain of people going?
It's like, shh.
Himbo at the front with daggers and I was like, okay. At this point, seeing a chain of people silencing one another, Himbo looks around and sees beyond the red haze of Marjorie is dead and, oh god, what's happened to my cabin? And then begins to realize very slowly like the rest of the circus is not where it should be. And comes back to himself and is like,
"We need to find the pig. Where is the pig?"
First, I think we should do a medicine check. So if I could, please.
Absolutely, go for it. What are you? Who or what are you medicine checking?
Oh, 100% Marjorie. Not Marjorie, sorry.
Oh.
Himbo.
100% Marjorie. No, wait.
Marjorie.
50%, maybe,
I didn't
possibly.
mean Himbo. It's only a 14, so it's not amazing, but it's okay.
Himbo is absolutely fine, apart from the acquisition of what I will call a neck mohawk.
Okay, so things are okay. Himbo can just kind of function. We don't have to. I started be mitigating this, but I am A, drunk, B, a little bit lost in how much story has happened, so I do need clarity.
It's safe to say, in true D&D streamer style, effectively you guys are still in the first room.
Yeah, no, I'm well aware of that point.
Yeah.
I just need to know, do we need to keep treating Himbo, or can we move on to finding the pig, etc.?
Darling, I promise you nothing is going to cure this sickness. Let's go and find this fucking pig.
Okay.
So the four of you basically make your way up towards where Tyler is. I'm very much enjoying Emily's face as she like breaks open the bottle of Fernet again. You guys make your way up to the front of the carriage and you follow Tyler, and what you find is Glenda, Jackson, lightning barmaid.
Sorry, I don't know why it tickles me so much.
Nursing Parch, and then beside her is the body of Bob Geldorf, who is very much obviously dead and has a massive wooden pole through their chest.
This is your version of playing dead, Tyler.
Look, I asked him not to be dead, and he's still being dead, so, like, you explain that.
My dude, let me explain it in terms you might understand. He is no longer of this mortal coil. He is the moosh. Bob Geldorf is Bob Geldorn. Fucking, who knows? He's not here. He's gone.
Himbo, can you roll a medicine or an investigation check for me?
Oh, fuck me. Medicine or investigation? Oh, they're both the same.
Or investigation, whatever.
The false hope it gave you just there.
My God, the boy's alive! He's 100% alive! Who the fucking thought it?
Wait, can I roll? Can I roll?
Anyone wants to roll? Please
medicine,
roll.
Right? Okay,
Do not leave this to Tyler and Himbo. Like, please.
Anyone
roll.
following along at home, the drinking rules are not ones, not 20s, dirty 20s, really whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
Drink. So right about now, you are drinking. If you want to, you don't have to. We do it for you.
Yes,
let you
I
do
had my drink, and also
I got
thank
a
you,
3,
Mr. J.
so
Blade, for the
he's very
follow.
alive.
Oh,
It's very life, but not only that.
We
The
do.
method of dead is a complete mystery. Like, do you know what I mean? There's no reason why he wouldn't be animated.
Yeah, aren't we all dead in a sense? You know.
According
Like,
to
it's-
Philip
Look.
Blanks, who is not in this particular story, we absolutely are.
For
I'm not gonna
everyone is
lie.
dead anyway.
Maybe he's just, like, meditating. Like, this is a stressful situation. And I, like, remember when I was a kid and I'd get stressed out at the swimming pool, I would just, like, swim to the bottom, and then I would kind of just, like, sit there and be quiet for a minute. And that wasn't playing dead. That was just, like, you know, me vibing. Ooh, I'm seeing, that my bitrate has dropped to 200. So...
Okay. So that's
Hi,
what
hi.
I was just gonna ask, like, is that me where we're just
Oh.
No.
It's just
No.
literally a skeleton. It's
I feel
terrifying
like
than our actual character.
we've got the stream we deserve.
100%, yes.
Is it just the pictures or is the sound okay?
The pictures are very bad though, so even if the sound is
Well, the
okay, I
audio's
would
good. That's
recommend
They're back.
to-
I think.
Without
yeah, the bitrate is slowly climbing back up. I can try to switch to what you call it, a
Pictures
different
are
connection,
good now. Pictures
Oh,
are
good.
now.
Okay.
All
right.
So
Dope.
mercifully
I'll
for
take
all
it.
of you, Glenda Jackson, Lightning Doctor, has rolled a 15, and she turns to you all and she says, "I don't know if you're getting this, but someone who's driven that metal python through Bob looks like using some sort of heavy implement."
Oh, thank God for you, because we were definitely not getting that. I think we can all agree.
No, I sense that, and you know, I don't. Do you all want to sit down? Let's sit down on the ground, kids, while I break some news to you. And she makes you all sit down on the ground, and she's like, "Look, I don't know how to tell you this, but Bob Geldorf is dead."
Really, this is just not a blade.
What? Like, was he like practicing being dead too hard, and that was why he died?
No, he died because someone drove a massive wooden stake effectively through his heart.
I mean, that'd do it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Why-
yeah, that really would.
Where is the pig?
Bob
Where
was-
is Hammock? Do you have any idea where Hammock is? No.
All I know is Parch is unconscious at the moment, but he handed me this, and she hands over a really long collar, which has one of those metal tags in the shape of a bone on it. And on it says, Hammock, best friend of Parch. And she's like, when he's not on stage, Hammock never goes anywhere without this.
All right, lads, ladies, everybody in between and outside of, I do not care. But I am just saying this to you now. Somebody has stolen our pig.
At that moment, there is a screeching noise, and you guys look up, and there is a griffin in the sky. And it has something in its hands, which it releases, and it falls with a thud.
No, it doesn't.
Feet. Milton, can you run an investigation check for what you've got in front of you?
Can I roll an acrobatics check instead? Try to catch it.
Milton knows his strengths, okay?
Okay, right. Yeah, I'm going to say, let's roll an acrobatics check, and if you roll fucking the nuts, then I will tell you what it is that you managed to catch.
If he gets a 20...
I got a 21.
What?
Oh!
So, Milton, do you want to describe, you see this thing falling through the edge, you want to describe how you catch it?
Yeah, so as soon as I see the thing dropping from the sky, I shout at Anton like, Anton! And he just kind of like throws me and with like one hand. And as soon as I grab it, hold it onto my chest and roll onto the ground.
Excellent. So as you roll onto the ground, you kind of come up in like a sort of, you know, when gymnasts finish their Olympics bit and they're like, ta-da! And in one hand, you have a folded up piece of parchment, and in the other hand, you have a box.
Okay. I rush over to the group and I tell them like, should we open this?
Oh, I thought it was the pig.
Oh, this
Me
is
too.
what I thought it was.
Me too. That's why I literally did an acrobatics check. I was like, it's a pig.
How far away is this griffin right now?
The griffin, as you look up Himbo, the griffin kind of like soars, and you just see it outlined ET style against the moon before it like swoops off into the darkness.
Coward.
Tyler, in between tears, like crying over Bob Geldorf being dead, is just like, those were like some sick moves, my dude. Like, Milton, that was tight.
And I just kind of like hold Tyler's hand and I'm like, it's okay, buddy. We'll meet another Bob Geldorf, I promise you. And he'll be great
I
too.
wanted this Bob Geldorf as my friend.
I don't know what to do. I'm just kind of like...
No, and Tyler just kind of like
there.
shakes Milton's hand a little bit and is like, just, it's fine. It's fine, my guy. I'm just processing my emotions like all good bros should do. I'm in touch with my feelings and that's just where I'm at. But like, what's in the box?
Okay, while I'm nodding, I hand the box over to Himbo and the parchment piece to Blade Bay.
I open up the parchment.
Blade Bay, you open up the parchment. It's got a seal on it. Let's deal with the parchment first. So it's got a seal on it, and on the seal is a cabbage, and it's in blue wax. So you break the seal with like a snap, and you fold it out. And written in a very elegant handwriting are the words: save Parch, find the pig, rescue the circus, T.
Well, this parchment didn't tell us anything we didn't already know, so I don't see the purpose of it. Except for someone named T.
Oh, that'd be Countess T. Was it a cabbage seal?
It was indeed.
Fabulous.
Himbo opens the box.
Himbo, you open the box, and inside is a tiny blue flame.
Fan-fucking-tastic.
Do I have any idea what that is? At all? Nothing? No idea?
Nothing.
Can I roll an Arcana check to see what kind of magic it is?
You can.
I got a 7.
I got it. It's magic!
It's so sparkly! I'm gonna steal it!
It's so shiny, the magic!
Himbo being a few feet taller than Milton just raises it up like, no.
As you, can you run me a perception check, Himbo?
I can, but I don't want to.
If anyone wants to roll a perception check, you may go for it.
I've got a 13.
Perception.
13. Anyone else running a perception check?
Yeah.
I'll give it a go.
Anton's also running a perception check.
9.
So the 5 and the 9, you're like, oh, what a nice evening. Shame about the explosions.
I got a 14 and Anton got
It's
a
a
15.
bummer.
Excellent. So anyone who got like 13 or over, what you notice is that as Himbo lifts the box up, the flame gets weaker.
Oh, Himbo brings it back down.
Himbo brings it down, right? As you bring it back down towards Perch, the flame gets stronger.
Oh, this feels connected.
I think Podge is made of methane.
Milton just kind of like goes over to Parch, grabs the box from Himbo's hands, and like places it behind him and casts lesser restoration at 2nd level over Parch.
You cast lesser respiration.
Respiration.
Lesser
Restoration.
restoration.
As we all
you cast
focus
less
down, everybody
restoration,
stop.
and Parch's eyes like flick open, and he takes a massive deep breath. And as he does, the flame lights up, and we will go for a break, and we will come back in 10 minutes.
Oh, that's where we leave it. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Quick,
Sounds good.
Yeah, that
Lasagna.
works because, quick side note, I was like trying to find a good moment to be like, if there's any interruption in the video feed, it's just because I'm attaching the Ethernet cable. But now I can do that while we are at intermission. So everything worked out the way it was supposed to. Merry Christmas.
So
Merry Christmas.
If you're in the UK, come back at 9 o'clock. If you're not in the UK, come back in about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Amazing.
5 p.m.
Right.
5 p.m. for Puerto Ricans, 4 p.m. for EST.
100%.
Thank you for translating.
Bye,
this.
everybody.
It's massively appreciated.
Bye.
Be right back. Oh, we're live! We're
At
live!
least visual now.
Hi! Hi, everybody!
Unlike Bob Geldorf, who is dead.
Very dead.
Too
So
soon.
dead.
Too soon.
So
Too soon.
dead. For anyone who missed the first half of the stream, more for you, but basically what we saw in the first half of the stream was the team trying to process without the emotional capacity to do so. The fact that the entire circus has exploded and been completely decimated. We find them, as Sasha's doing her makeup, great, excellent. We find them standing next to Parch Ulvrith, the owner of the circus, who is missing Hammock, and Glenda, the one-armed, one-legged lightning gnome, as she tries to nurse him back to health. And we find Himbo waving a small box around, and every time they get closer to Parch, the light gets stronger, and every time they move away from Parch, the light gets a little bit weaker. So, team, what would you like to do?
Parch is awake now, yes?
Parch, his eyes is open, and he is gasping for breath.
Parch, can you hear me? Are you there? Speak to us, Parch!
If you could just oblige us with responding.
Himbo, is that you?
It is. I've got the box. I assume this is important.
What box?
It's got a big blue light in it, and it gets a bit bigger when it's near you.
Milton's hands are still over Parch's chest, and he's like, "Stop gasping, because you're putting too much strain on yourself. Okay?"
Listen to the nice man. Listen to the very bright, nice man, very colourful. He knows what he's doing.
If I cast Cure Wounds, would that help him, nurse?
It would help him a little bit.
Well, then I'll cast Cure Wounds on first level on Parch.
Okay, so what's that in terms of cure?
Just give him a little bit of a bump. That's a 10.
Okay, 10. So you guys watch, and Parch is able to like start controlling his breathing. He's still really, really beat up, but it's regulating much more. So it's almost to the point where it's recognizably something which a humanoid should be breathing at a rate that is sensible for them not to hyperventilate and die. Glenda looks up at you and she says, "Thank you. That's really helpful."
All right, Parch, listen to me. Focus on me. Stop focusing on your breathing. Couldn't care less. Focus on me. What is the box? Why is the blue light? What is this? What is this?
Where did you get the box from?
A griffin, believe it or not.
A griffin?
A griffin, along with a scroll from the cabbage. You know, sexy cabbage. Sexy cabbage, Countess T, you know who I mean. Yes, she's asked us to save the circus, save you, and find the pig. Hammock is gone. Could you give us anything at all, my dude? Oh, you're rubbing off on me, Tyler. Oh, fucking hell.
Himbo, can you roll a perception check for me?
I can.
Which I know is your strong point.
11.
11. For 11, what you see is Parch goes paler than is possible for a nearly dead Goliath.
This is not helpful. Use your words, boy. Use your words.
Can the others of us around him also do perception checks?
Yeah, hell yeah. If anyone else wants to do a perception check, go for it.
God, fuck.
Sure.
18.
18? Any more for any more?
14.
I'll give it a go. Perception.
Also, guess who's
Amazing! I got a 7.
Coffee chocolates, which means I will not be sleeping tonight.
Excellent.
Oops.
Sorry, what was that? I got distracted by the coffee fueled chocolates. Emily.
I got a 7.
Oh, you got a 7. So for 7, you're like, oh, he doesn't look well. Everyone else, what you get is like you see Parch noticeably like the colour drains from his face even more from a man who is like very imminently but nearly dead. And you see his eyes dart around the sky as if he's looking for something. I'm gonna say for you, Dax, what you get is going back to like your ability to like sense things through chemical changes in people's bodies. You get a feeling of panic.
And why are you panicking, Hodge?
He's panicking? What's going on? Why are we panicking?
Might be because he's just been in a massive
Down,
fucking train
Milton.
crash, but who knows, I guess.
Honestly, for the circumstances, he strikes me as, like, doing remarkably chill for, like, how not chill the situation is.
Everyone be quiet. Hodge, please explain. You clearly have some additional information on this box and message.
If it's from T, it's the heart of the circus.
Oh shit, I should not be holding this. Fantastic. What does this mean?
It's the life of the circus is connected to myself and to Hammock, and as we get weaker, so will the heart.
Right, how do we make it stronger?
You need to find
Also,
Hammock.
who put a heart of a circus into a pig?
Oh, yes, carny folk are weird.
I'm well aware. I've been around this long enough, but the question remains.
It's a decent question, followed up by my own, which is, why the goddamn fuck would a griffin have a scroll and a box that dropped to the ground, which, let's be fair, our Milton managed to catch? What a lad. But still, the fuck?
That's like the nicest thing you've ever said to me, Himbo. I'm gonna like take that as a compliment. Thank you.
Yeah, don't. Anyway, let's... Why the fuck would a griffin have this? What does this mean about Hammock?
The griffin was sent by T, correct?
Why the fuck would she know? Like, we've just crashed. Unless she planned this.
3 people, or three beings set up the circus. The P, the H, and the T.
Isn't that a drug?
But it sounds about right. He's one letter off of it being a fat load of crap. What?
Wait,
the
so
hell
is Countess T like your lover? Is that what that is?
Aw, Milton, get your head out of your novella, son. Jesus. So I'm guessing T is cabbage. You are P. And H is hammock. Right. Who else knows about this?
Only the 3 of us.
Well, clearly not.
I don't know. I mean, there were rumors of a child.
Name of the child? Himbo starts to sweat visibly.
So does Dags, actually. Dags is like...
As this whole conversation is going on, Milton kind of like drifts off into like another dream sequence of his, and this time, instead of in the beach, he is at a field full of daisies and sunflowers, where he's just kind of like laying there looking into the night sky with Anton, short-haired Anton, might I add, lying beside him, and he just kind of like looks at him, and the stars are reflected upon his like eyes, and he's just completely enamored by him. Anton doesn't exude a word, but grabs Milton's cheek and kisses him softly on the lips.
And as you do that, there's like a sensation of wetness. And you touch up, and like there are bits of your face that are damp. Roll me an investigation check, Milton.
Alrighty. I got a 10.
Okay, for a 10, you like touch your face where Anton in your dream kissed you, and you come away and you're covered in blood. Everyone else, what you've seen is that Parch has coughed and that there's just like a jet of like blood, like tuberculosis style, just go and has hit Milton fairly squarely in.
Himbo stifles a laugh and then goes, "Oh no."
Tyler, trying to make the best of the situation, goes, "Hey, you're serving Nicole Kidman in Moulin Rouge Realness right now. And it's awesome."
Glenda looks up
But
at you,
stop
Tyler, and she's like,
daydreaming about your boyfriend. That would be very helpful.
Tyler, this is neither the time or the place to reference popular theatre.
You'd be surprised.
I mean, I was just trying to make the best out of the situation, and like, there is a certain amount of like glamour attached to that sort of thing, thanks to Australian national treasure Nicole Kidman.
In the
Excellent.
name of love.
As you have this conversation, can you all of you roll me a perception check, please?
Sure.
I'm not very perceptive, but okay.
7.
7.
I got a 2, girl. Come on, like.
Oh no. Oh, I very
barely
had a dirty
perceive
20,
myself.
but I got a 4.
BB rolled a nat 1 with a.
Oh,
better than that one.
I need everyone at home to know I have a +5 on perception, so a nat 1 is just like.
It's just, you see it and you choose to fucking ignore it.
Exactly. I'm like,
yeah.
Why
You know
would
what?
this exist? This
Fuck
doesn't hit your
this.
purview. Like, nah.
I don't need any of this. I need to go back to Larry, Barry, and Jerry to make sure I don't need to replace the fucking monkeys yet again.
Excellent. So as you turn round to go back to Larry, Barry, and Jerry, what you see is a very small, furry, tiny elephant with wings fly into your
You're not
field
real.
of vision.
You're not real. You're not real.
Himbo hears Dags going, "You're not real, you're not real," under her breath, and turns around. Do they see the tiny elephant as well, or is it just...
Yeah, you see a really cute tiny elephant with wings, and like it's very furry, like very much. I mean, to be honest, what I will say, Himbo, is that it very much reminds you of the fur that you were wrapped in.
How far away is it from me?
It is where you're standing. So you guys are standing around Parch and Glenda, and if you turn around, it's basically between you and the skeleton of the carriage, and it is looking freaked out as fuck.
Tyler, my guy, would you go and soothe the weird flying elephant dickhead that we can see directly in front of us? I think you're the most qualified for the job.
You can see the elephant too. I just thought it was me.
No, neither of us have that
out-
much to drink.
Can you like point out where the elephant is? Because I'm looking around and all I see is like Nicole Kidman, my good friend Milton, your sick ass new mohawk, and I don't know where it came from, but it looks amazing. Where's the elephant?
Like, quite forcefully, Himbo sort of grabs Tyler by the shoulder, like grinning, just like, and then spins him round real quick, like,
right there.
Milton, can you roll me another perception check at advantage? Not disadvantage, advantage.
Okay, perception. Yeah, it's a 9 and an 8, so I got a 9.
Can you roll a perception check for Anton, please?
Fair enough.
I would have fucking eyes. Come on.
I mean, I know
Got a
nothing about this,
16.
right? So I can't cast guidance on anyone at this stage.
Okay, so at this stage, Anton basically stands in front of Milton and starts pointing at the piles of debris around you, as you all become aware of a growling sound.
Oh, fuck me, where have we crashed?
One by one, at the top of the piles of the piles of debris around you,
Don't mention
you
pile.
begin to see the outline of some giant cats
Okay.
Oh, Dags. Any LP? These are your kind, I believe.
Fuckers.
And could you all roll me initiative, please?
Oh, you can fuck off.
I mean, I could, but that might be a terrible jam.
I got a dirty 20, and Anton got a 12.
I got a 19.
17.
And I have 6.
Rock and roll.
That's
Excellent.
how I do, baby.
So as you guys look around you, there's like big piles of debris from the various carriages that have exploded around you, and over them you suddenly realize what the golden, shiny, cute flying elephant was running from, and you guys recognize these things as moorbounders, of which they were part of the circus. They were highly trained, but they were also something that Alice identified as very fucking dangerous. Like, there was a limit to how much you could train them. And they are coming up either side of you. So you guys are around Parch and Glenda. Glenda is still trying to like tend to Parch and keep him stable. And you also have this flying cute, like flying mammoth in front of you, which is freaking the fuck out because it is being chased by these giant cat things. Milton, you're first. What would you like to do, my darling?
Okay. How close are these creatures?
So literally there's like one creature coming up to the flying little woolly mammoth. So it's coming along the edge of the train as it was. So it's about 15-20 feet away from you. Then there are, to the best of your knowledge, there is 2 shapes coming over one side, which is kind of like, if you're facing the carriage, it's on your left hand side, and there is 1 shape coming over your right hand side. So in total there are 4 of these moorbounders and 1 of these little like flying mammoth things.
Okay. Can I grapple the one that's closest to us?
Yes, you can take on. So do you want to take on the one that's with your movement? You can get either to the one that's about to like, that seems to be like chasing most obviously the little flying mammoth, or do you want to take on one of the 2 or that are on your left, or one of the ones that's on your right at the top of the kind of like debris piles?
The one chasing the mammoth.
Excellent. So you move forward at speed and you're going to grapple it.
Yeah.
So talk me through that.
Okay, so Milton just kind of like grabs a sash that he has around his waist, and he almost like whips it around the cat's like legs, and then he just like tightens it with both arms so that it has like lower mobility.
Excellent. This is where I have to like look up the rules for grapple.
Yeah.
I drink too much gin to have initiated battle at this point, so it'll be fine.
You think I've read any of my character sheet on actual fighting?
It's not. D&D Beyond is not being helpful. Hang on a minute. Bear with me. I'm really drunk. Like.
I meant to mention earlier before we went to the break, like, oh no, I feel like not everyone's in singular anymor, but here we are.
No, it's fine. This is where we are.
That is very impressive.
I am not okay.
I finished one go, just about. Ooh. I've got a second.
So it says that we can contest. It says that we can contest for athletics, acrobatics, or strength. I want to do an acrobatics.
Good suit.
Okay, so
yes.
I made a decision and went for the moorbounder's best stat, which is strength, and I rolled a 7.
Okay, so that's strength, athletics,
or
just a
strength. If you roll what stat you want, I'll roll what stat I want. his
Okay.
rules don't.
Come up,
Wait,
Milton.
this is Anton. That's Anton. Hold on. Having two character sheets is confusing me. Athletics. Okay. I got a 26.
Nice.
Fuck him up! Fuck him up!
Nice.
Make him wish he never messed with us. Yeah.
So this small bounder is like a giant panther, like really bristly hair, like really rough looking. Describe what you do with your like sash and how you grapple it.
So I kind of like I grab my sash and almost as if I'm dancing, I like do a cartwheel. And when my hands are in the ground, I like wrap around the tiger's legs and I like tighten it. So like the tiger is left upside down with his legs up, like a little hog tie.
Yeah, so you've firmly got the ball bounder like hog tie, and it's just like its jaws are snapping at you, but it can't get to you. It's just like.
Gags is like, that's my fetish.
I was about to say, Tyler kind of like looks at it and is like, this better not awaken anything in me.
Which is convenient because it's actually Tyler's going next, unless no one wants to do anything else.
That would be all for now.
Okay, so Tyler's gonna start by raging, and Tyler's just gonna be like, this is like so fucking uncool. Like, this is like the last thing we need right now, dudes. And then one of the there are two other moorbounders, was it?
So there's two on your left hand at the top of the debris, and there's one at your right, and then there's one at front of you, which is the one that Milton is grappling, and then there's the cute furry flying mammoth.
So I guess since there's one to the right, Tyler is going to swing his great axe at the one to the right.
Nice.
So let's see what
Excellent.
happens. That is a 16 to hit.
With Cola, you hit.
Amazing. All right, let's roll for damage.
You don't have to.
Why? Okay, there we go. That is a 6.
Oh, excellent. So you swing for 6, and you know in like cartoons, like sort of Hanna-Barbera cartoons, where like someone gets hit in the face and their like jaw like snaps to the left and then they like snap it back. That's basically what happens to this moorbounder. So like it's up above you and you swing your axe and your axe gets it in the side of the jaw and it's like that's a visual representation of what happens, obviously very accurate to real life. But yeah, and so what you see is that there's just like blood coming out of the side of this moorbounder's jaw.
Tyler just kind of is like, yeah, that's what you get for doing a party foul like this, my dude. And it's the end of Tyler's turn.
Nice. So the moorbounder that's currently grappled is going to try and get out of grapple. What's the roll for that?
It doesn't tell me actually, so we could just contest again.
Okay, let's contest again. I'm going to go with my highest stat, which is strength. Because fuck off.
That
What'd
sounds
you get?
good.
Fuck you. I got a 12.
Okay, I got a 13.
The moorbounder is still very much bound, so it's more and more bound at this moment in time, and it's just like, again, frantically snapping its jaws at you, but it can't do any good whatsoever. Himbo.
Oh, bonjour.
Bonjour.
Himbo is... So we've got 3, 1 grappling with Milton, 1 fighting with Tyler,
Yeah.
1 going towards the mammoth.
There's the one that was going towards the mammoth is currently grappled by Milton.
Right.
The one that is over to your right hand side is the one that Tyler was just like,
Got
I'm
you.
gonna smack it, see what happens. And then there's 2 on your right hand side, which are kind of like, hey guys, we're scary moorbounders.
Oh no, not scary moorbanders, my favourite.
So Himbo, at this point, nobody has ever seen Himbo attack before.
And at this, Himbo, all 7 foot of him, just sort of limbers up and his shoulders hunch. And you see a very dark tinge take the makeup on his face. It all goes black. And bad, his eyes cloud over, so it's just white irises and a black face and all of the features. It's almost like French mime, but it's really fucking not.
Christ.
And the 2 moorbounders that are sort of off to the right, who aren't being either grappled or fought, he's going to cast Dissonant Whispers on 1 at the 3rd level. So we will... Fantastic. Yep, that works. So we'll go with a Dissonant Whispers. Could your boy make a wisdom saving throw, please?
I don't think moorbounders have wisdom. But, yeah,
Fantastic.
Fuck, dirty 20. You are so unlucky with that.
That's fine, because as a sorcerer, I'm going to spend a sorcery point. So with that, as a bonus action, I am going to spend 1 sorcery point. And then I'm going to sort of do it again. But on the other one, as a twin spell.
Nice.
Ooh,
So could you make another wisdom throw, please?
Let's hope that this small bounder is not as wise. 6.
Okay, incredible. So on a failed save, it takes 3d6 psychic damage.
Nice.
On a successful, the target takes half as much. So they both take, we'll roll 3d6. 1 takes full, 1 takes half.
Got it.
So we'll go with 6, 4, 4. So that is 14 damage for 1 and 7 for the other. And the Dissonant Whispers, I would just like them to hear a very dark, very Yorkshire cackling, like over and over and over again in their heads, and the psychic damage just cripples their minds slowly, almost like a vice. They can't quite concentrate, and you see them staggering slightly. That's all.
Yeah. One of the moorbounders puts its paws over its ears. You know, like cute cats of Instagram, where they're like, it basically does that, and the other one is just like looking around it, like, what's going on? What's going on? I don't know. And what you see from the one that's got its like paws over its ears, like its nose is bleeding.
As a free action, I would just like Himbo to just start laughing as well. So it's almost like they can hear the voice and then attach it and realize what's happening.
Hey.
And then if anybody else wants to notice this as well, I guess. And that's Himbo.
Excellent. So the next, the cute little furry mammoth, which was about to be attacked by the moorbounder, is looking pretty shaky. Like, it's clearly scared shitless. Like, you get the vibe from it, Tyler, that it's not necessarily, like, it's a pretty chill creature normally, but, like, this has been, like, a freaking fuckwit of a night. Like, it does not know what to do with it.
Yeah. That, like, little mammoth guy looks like me when I was, like, in Sigma Pi Rush Week, and they were like, hey, eat whatever's in this water balloon. And I was like,
Yeah. And as you think that, you watch the little flying mammoth guy, like, land on the ground, and then it begins to bubble, like, under its skin, and it begins to get larger and larger and larger. And it turns into a full-size golden woolly mammoth.
I wasn't going to call that. Ever. You know when, like, you're like, no, I have had too much to drink. Like, that sort of realization then. Incredible.
Yeah. It goes from being a little woolly mammoth with wings to a fucking mammoth-sized woolly mammoth.
A mammoth-sized mammoth?
It's a mammoth-sized mammoth. It's mammoth. It's mammoth.
So
Mammoth.
it was. So it's exactly like Sigma Pi Rush Week then.
Fucking hell. I
I have no idea what this frat thing is, but it sounds hilarious.
Should ask
But also
Shannon, right?
bad. This doesn't
I should ask who?
Shannon.
Oh, maybe.
Extremely in joke in that exclusively me and Emily get that. Apologies to literally everyone else.
Yeah, anyone who's not American, sorry,
Not just American, literally only me and Emily. There's no one else in the world who would get that in joke.
As you guys watch, one of the Moorbounder, like you see, it's like first stand on end, and it launches itself at the full-size woolly mammoth, and
What a move!
and it's gonna take a multi attack. So what that looks like for you guys is that you see it go with like claws on either side. Like claws go for the woolly mammoth and it grips into the back, and then also as well, its hide stands on end and like digs into the woolly mammoth. So what you see is like its belly fur like stand up and like grip into it. So let's find out what damage it does.
Oh, that is not cool, bro.
Thank you. Himbo, you're finally on my level and I love it.
I've had to sink several levels to get here. I'm not
Hey.
enjoying it.
Every little bit helps.
Tell you now.
You're like the
so-
Jacques
Tubular.
Cousteau of the bro down.
I have very little idea what that means.
Because he like explored shit in a submersible and went down levels. Like you. But like in
You're
terms of being a bro.
crustacean.
Okay.
So
You can literally see that reference fly over Himbo's head. Like there was no...
there's just the sound of
Jacques-
whooshing as you guys hear the woolly mammoth in
Jacques
front of you
Cousteau.
make. Fuck's sake, Emily. You guys hear the woolly mammoth in front of you. Basically, like it throws its head back and it makes the closest that like an elephantine creature can make to a scream.
Oh,
Because
fuck.
While the claws dig into it and it doesn't actually do any damage, it's just superficial. The bristles on the belly of this Moorbounder like flick out and like ram into the spine of this giant golden woolly mammoth.
Oh, fuck that noise. Oh.
And next we come to Anton the Magnificent. What would
Alright.
you like Anton to do?
Okay, so Anton picked up a piece of debris, like a piece of wood, and he's using it as a shield. As he sees this creature jump on top of the woolly mammoth, he kind of like dashes over and is going to do 2 unarmed strikes on him. So I'm gonna like do those now.
Nice.
So the first one is 21,
Hits.
and the other is 14.
Doesn't hit.
Okay, so the creature is going to take 8 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. So Anton just smacks the creature with this like improvised weapon, basically, that he's kind of like pulled from bits of debris. And what you see is that the Moorbounder like throws back its head and it roars. The disconcerting thing about Moorbounders is that their roars are halfway between that of like a lion and a human screaming. So it's really fucking freaky. It's got like notes that would make it sound like someone you knew was like calling for you.
Hold on, are we fighting the dead dwarves?
No, you're not.
Okay.
We're not going.
You should have made a roll for that one, to be honest.
Okay. Okay, like
This is session 2. This is
Yeah.
This is fucking. That's what it is.
Oh my god!
That'd
If
be
you think
intense.
this is freaky, wait till you see what happens when we get to session 4.
Ooh, that's a threat.
Ominous, yeah.
Dags, what would you like to do, my darling?
I'd like to speak with animals, please, and ask Probably the Moorbender, because the woolly mammoth just showed up. What the fuck is going on? Could you please tell me what the fuck you're doing? Who sent you and what is the purpose? And could you please go away, because my colleagues here are very tired and somewhat beat up.
So as you ask this, you are hit with like the power of a single word, and that word is hunger.
Oh.
I love that. That's your reaction. You're like, fuck you, beasts.
Two things. One thing, there was a lot more saliva in my mouth than I expected at that moment, so I'm now kind of covered. Two, did not think ahead beyond that point, so now I have to do that thing where someone in D&D looks at their character sheet to figure out what the fuck is going on. That being said, that was a full action, so...
Any bonus?
Bonus action is...
You can yell something at us, maybe? Or just curse them out.
Yeah, there's not anything... The bonus action just has two... what is it? Two weapon fighting. Doesn't
Nah,
seem like it's a thing.
tell them to fuck off.
Yeah. Go find your food elsewhere, you cunts.
Yeah.
There we go.
Is that any kind of check?
It's a what is the thing that convinces people?
Charm?
Intimidation.
Persuasion.
Intimidation.
Persuade.
What's intimidation?
Okay.
Otherwise, we'll eat you. We're hungry as
Okay.
well.
Okay. Roll me. So you're trying to persuade two creatures, right?
Yeah.
Roll me 2 intimidation checks.
Okay, that's one. Jesus fucking Christ. Can I switch out like everything?
But you're fabulous.
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah,
them over with your fabulousness.
Everyone, my intimidation is a +5, but my rolling is so awful. I've made a 10 and a 13.
Excellent. So for 10 and 13, one more bounder, you kind of like make eye contact with it, and you know, like as like a feline Felicis to another feline, you get the sense that it's like, I've met my match, and you almost see it kind of like bow its head, and then it like backs off away from you. So now there's only like one creature to the left, one creature to the right, and one creature to the front, along with the giant woolly mammoth, which has appeared in front of you. The other creature just looks at you and snarls, and you know, in like feline language, this is basically like it telling you to like fuck off its dinner.
Yeah, well, you can go fuck yourselves as well. I'm doing it in the voice now.
In the voice now.
Please go and fuck yourself along with your colleagues, because we are very tired.
What I'm really enjoying about this character is how anything associated to one thing aside it is a colleague. Me and my colleagues, you and your colleagues, together our people can sort something out, I suppose.
Milton,
I'm very professional.
do you guys want the good news or the bad news?
Both.
Okay,
Yes.
excellent. Milton, you take 5 damage. The good news is that no one or anything else takes any other damage. You're welcome.
That's fine.
Basically, Milton, what happens is that the more bounder you are grappling, their like very spiny, very sharp fur like sticks out, and you feel it like puncture like your abs along the front. And we come back to Milton.
First of all, ouch. Second, I just kind of like shout Anton, and he tosses me like a
He tosses you?
yeah, no, he doesn't toss me. He tosses
Not the time.
over like a small metal rod that I use as a rapier. So I'm going to equip that as my actual rapier, and I'm going to stab the thing that stabbed me. If that makes
I'm
sense.
gonna let that. That's fun. Let's do that.
Okay.
What happens now, Millen?
I scored a 15.
Okay.
And that is a 3 of damage. And then as my bonus action, I am going to use cunning action to disengage and gain some distance between the creature that is grappled.
If you disengage, the creature will no longer be grappled.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna stay there then.
Okay, you're gonna stay there and continue. The good news is that you as you dig this thin metal rapier that you've kind of created out of a bit of carriage into this creature, it screeches and throws its head back, and you can feel as the weapon penetrates the side of this creature, there's a really satisfying crunch.
We love to hear it.
Tyler, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Oh, bro. So I think I'm just gonna try to hit the thing again. Once my mouse wakes up from its slumber. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, gonna go with that great axe again. Does a 17 hit?
Yes,
thought that was
17 does hit.
Sure.
Sure.
Let's see what we got for damage. Ooh! An 8, so slightly more than last time. So
Nice.
Tyler, just summons a little extra strength, then just slams that great axe down onto that creature whose name I totally remember.
The Moorbounder yelps, and when a dog steps on a thorn, it lifts up its paw and screeches. That sounds more like someone being sick, but thank you, Sasha.
Okay. I was being helpful.
Thank you. It was helpful. Illustrative.
You're
I think is
welcome.
the word that we're looking for. Cool. So we have a Moorbounder. And the Moorbounder is going to go for everything that it's got. That does not hit.
Are the Moorbounders
not? Oh, and as a bonus action, can I start a frenzy attack so that in future turns I can make a single melee weapon attack as a bonus action?
Hell yeah, you can. And you do that as you watch the Moorbounder that is on your left-hand side, launch itself at the golden woolly mammoth, and just basically be thrown off by the power of the beast in front of you. So it's clearly tried to launch an attack, and then it's just shucked it off. It's super powerful, but they're still very much going. Himbo.
Hi. So Tyler has managed to shuck their more bitch off. The one that is being rapiered by Milton is still being rapiered. The other two are still dicking about. What are they doing?
One is gone. One.
Oh, one's just straight up fucked off.
One looked at Dagger and was like, "Hey, bitch, I recognize another bitch. You win."
How far off is it? What's its movement speed?
Slinks off. It's 40 feet away from you at this point in time.
40 feet, is it? Is it 40 feet? Right, cool. And then the other one is what, 10 feet?
The other one is 10 feet away from you, and is still very much eyeing everyone up, going, "Who dinner?"
Right. So we got 40 feet. That's absolutely fine. 40 feet is still within range. Himbo takes no prisoners. Himbo's going for Dissonant Whispers again at the 3rd level, spending 2 sorcery points to... yeah, let's do that. Okay. We'll take 2 to refresh 1 spell slot at the 3rd level, and then a second to twin it again. Or we could. Oh no, let's use something else. Okay. All right, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. Let's take those back. Let's take that back. Ignore me. So the guy who's within 10 feet of Himbo again is looking like a goddamn nightmare incarnate. Overcooked. It's just horrifying. Have we lost Nacho?
Yes.
Poquito más.
Curses. Damn it. He will be back, but it's fine. Himbo is going to. His face doesn't just look like a mask.
Shit. Sorry. Don't mind me, everyone.
It's all gone weird. Fine.
I have no idea what's happening.
Don't worry about it. Just carry on.
No worries. All right.
I'm so
Himbo's-
sorry.
Hey, I've just got a whole load of me on stream, which I'm absolutely fine with. Very
Hello to you. Ooh.
You can never have enough of you, my love.
Never.
But Himbo's face goes slack and just like drops. And as you can see from like the back of his very wide mouth already, the two sort of lines on his face detach. His jaw becomes unhinged. Two fangs drop down from the back of his neck, almost. Like, it doesn't look right. And out of it, he sprays poison onto the nearest more bitch. And I've forgotten their names. Oh, I'm going to call them more cats. We're going to go with poison spray. And can we please ask that cat to make a Constitution saving throw?
Okay. 15.
All right.
Yeah.
Spending a sorcery point. Can they make that again?
12.
Oh. Okay. Cat's about to take 2d12 damage. 11.
11.
The 6. So they please take 17 damage.
Damage. Okay.
Ooh,
So
ouch.
the more bounder to your right, which is the one that Tyler's been fighting, you see its body go like limp for a second, like a kind of puppet that's had its strings cut. It's just like, and then it like pushes itself up, and it's looking really wonky. You know, like a creature that's had like its bones broken internally, but it's gonna continue fighting. It's not gonna give up, but it's also not well.
As a bonus and or free action, I want this thing to take a look at Himbo in the way that it is and the things that it's already done. And I would like to make just a straight up intimidation roll.
Right, okay, cool. Excellent. Let's do.
Do you want to go roll versus roll, or do you want to?
Yeah, let's go roll versus roll. Let's do
All right.
intimidation. We're gonna do intimidation versus intelligence.
Ooh, okay. So that's a 25.
-2.
I would like
With
it
a
to.
minus.
I would like it to curl up into itself in embarrassment and die, if possible. But yeah, no, 25 versus
I've
-2.
done that.
It's not dead, but what you do see is similar to what Dagger saw, which is like the creature like yelp and then like edge backwards really slowly, like as if it's trying to avoid anyone noticing that.
Is it moving out of anyone's area of attack?
Yeah, it's like
Whose?
edging back. You're getting it's basically.
Is it enough for an opportunity attack? Is what I'm asking. I think.
It is what she's asking.
I'm gonna say it's edging out. It's not really paying attention. Tyler, you can make an opportunity attack.
Let's do it. All right.
Yeah.
So
As Himbo is sat there, like fangs out in like this primal state, you can just hear him hissing, "Go ham, my bro."
Sure.
Things-
Does a
things
16 hit?
you know. Yes, a 16 does hit.
Okay. That is a 6 slashing damage. Tyler's not like, doing damage to his peak capacity, but yay, every little bit counts.
Excellent. You hear like a yelp of a creature in an amount of pain, and the Moorbounder just like turns tails and like runs into the darkness and into the smoke.
Moorbounder.
Yeah, you better run and stuff.
You better hide.
Excellent. Now we come to the giant woolly mammoth.
Oh shit! I forgot that thing was a thing.
Yeah, the giant woolly mammoth is being attacked by these scary Moorbounder.
Good boy.
So what you guys see is the giant woolly mammoth like throws its head back. It's got like massive ears and a really, really long trunk, and it just throws its head back, and there is an absolutely deafening trumpet comes from it. Like, it physically hurts you all. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Which one should the DM go? Right. Can you all make a Constitution saving throw, please?
Oh.
Including Anton?
Oh, everybody. All of you make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no, wait, that was...
Is it a spell and or magical effect?
Nope.
Neither. All right.
Okay.
I got a 15.
Anton got a 19 and Milton got a 12.
Excellent. So, anyone who got over a 14.
Holla.
Anyone who got hello.
Yes,
Anyone who
bitch.
got over a 14, you take 5 damage.
Oh, great.
Wait, over for fucking hell.
Anyone who got under a 14, you take 10 damage.
Couldn't be more damage than I took when I
Wait.
told my new boss, who is very Irish, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph.
Oh, straight up to their face? You said
Oh
this?
yeah.
Not even like over email. It was like you looked him dead in the eye and went.
Yes, that
I
was
assumed a him. That was a horrible thing to do.
Out
Sorry.
of curiosity.
No, it was a him.
Oh, yeah.
Sasha, why is this the first I'm hearing of it? And also, what?
I did it today. I
Relax.
told him beforehand. It's fine.
Okay.
There's
DM is asking us to bring it back. Let's bring it back. Let's
Bring
do
it
it.
back.
Sorry.
the thing.
Out of curiosity, do you guys hold any non-magical items that aren't being held or worn?
Non-magical.
Yes.
Plenty.
Excellent.
Most of everything.
When you say non-magical, I have 2 questions. Question 1 would be, do like potions count as being non-magical, or are they?
My dagger counts?
Potions are magical. Any weapons are non-magical.
Where's
Oh, so
Yeah.
I have a dagger, and
Are you holding it?
yeah, always.
Wearing it?
what's the box with the flame of the circus heart? I guess is kind of
Thank
maybe
you.
magical.
I'm gonna be benevolent and assume that you are holding the box, Himbo.
Correct. I've been doing this the whole time with both of my
Okay.
hands.
You guys, any weapons that you are not holding or wearing, take 28 lightning damage.
Any weapons?
Well, I have a question.
Or objects.
I have a question. Because there wasn't a huge explosion and we don't have our weapons on us, which is why Anton and I had to improvise the rapier and the shield. Does that still count, even though they're in our inventory but not in our person?
If you are holding them or wearing them, it does not count. Anyone who has anything in, I don't know, say a backpack, which they might have grabbed as they left their room, basically everything you have just melts, including the piles of debris, which get noticeably shorter. What you guys see is like the metal in the debris melts and it sinks.
Okay, immediate question. My piles of many Marjories, what is their fate?
Can you roll me a d4? 1 to 2, they're fine. 3 to 4.
When the DM
They
pulls
are
out
melting.
the D4, you know they're not playing. This is not fun. 3. That is a 3.
Oh,
That
I'm really sorry, but there is a frisbee somewhere with a pile of melted like frisbee plastic and bone.
As a free action, Himbo loses his fucking mind. Himbo is gone. Himbo is just a screaming husk of a snake clown.
Jesus, Mary.
Wait,
Sorry,
so
the whole circus, the train, all of it, is that it's just melting?
Everything is like hit by lightning, and anything, especially if it's metal or wood, it either catches fire or starts melting.
Well, fuck me.
I have one last question. I'll modify my inventory later to reflect that. However, the dead fae that I have yet to address.
Oh, hey, session 0, how are we going? Okay, yeah, let's do this.
What happened with that?
The wings fall off.
Okay.
It's now just a dead, shriveled husk of a very tiny humanoid.
So, Tyler is going to, Tyler has, a little, pocket on the side of his booty shorts, and he's gonna just kind of, peek in and see that the dead fae has lost its wings, and is gonna be like, oh, man, I was oh, shit, that doesn't look good. But nobody really knows what he's referring to. It just looks like he's staring into his shorts.
I would like to point out that you are naked from the waist down at this point in time, so you might want to
I've been wearing the booty shorts. I've been wearing the... No?
No, we
the lightning?
When Glenda Jackson, Lightning Gnome, said that she could see your meat and see your veg, we acknowledge the fact that you were naked from the waist down, having taken off all the layers.
Okay, so I thought that she was just saying that as a these short sleeve, nothing to the imagination. Then I will amend it to say that Tyler, who first of all I also feel the need to say in terms of being naked from the waist down is naked from the waist up as well, because Tyler doesn't do shirts. But Tyler has a necklace. It's a pouch, a very
Emily,
just kind of and
Can I just check? Everyone else heard Emily say that Tyler is naked, right?
Oh, straight up. I've assumed that he's just been.
Emily, have you got any additional armor equipped at this moment in time?
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Yes, I do. Or wait, do I? No, I don't.
Barbarian. Oh my god.
I was about to say I don't. No, because he's a barbarian.
This is your pure AC. You're fielding off these hits just because you're fucking hard. Is that what we were saying?
Just slinging a football sausage.
No, it didn't mean hard. I meant different
all
hard.
Barbarians should play full Magic Mike at the end of the show star. I'm here.
Everyone, cue up pony.
Look, I'm just strong from the power of my own self-confidence. I'm just self-actualized like that. Also, I do a lot of push-ups.
Would you say that if you want it, you got it? That you should come ride it, your pony.
If I had a pony, I would be like, yeah, come ride it. Whoever. Let's go.
There's a brief neighing in the distance.
Shut up.
Having a nice time.
So, amending it for the new reality, for the clarification on the situation, Tyler peeks into the little pouch at the that is basically the pendant of his necklace. Peeks in and is like, oh, that's not good. That thing totally had wings before. Fuck.
Oh, the canon that his dick had wings.
Can we please amend links the pouch to like a sporran, which you wear at like.
This makes so much more sense because I thought there was some kangaroo bullshit going on, and I've not drunk enough, and I'm most of the way through this now, and that was enough to send me.
Okay, Tyler looks into his sporran and is like, "Thank goodness I have this sporran, I guess." Oh man, that thing I keep in my sporran that I haven't really talked to a lot of people about doesn't look the same. I hope everything's okay.
For clarification for anyone, so Tyler is facing away from all of you when this happens, and so all you see is Tyler look down, like to crush Emily and go.
We've broken Emily.
And you say Glenn to go, look, love, whatever you've got is fine. Work with it. People will love you anyway.
How would Hildy respond?
What would Hildy do?
As a free action, Hilda would like
As
to
a free action, Hildy appears in there and responds to Tyler's predicament.
Just like pokes her head out from behind a tree and is just like, you know, sometimes things change. Lots of stuff is fluid. What's most important is that you're comfortable with yourself.
What the sweet shit is happening?
Can we? Sorry.
What?
Can we? You didn't watch the last series. Can we make a point by where Hildy just appears and gives a pep talk to one of the characters?
Sure. I'll add it right now. I'll add it right now.
Hildy pep.
Hildy
pep talk.
Hildy pep.
For no fucking reason.
On the other side of the universe has appeared and is giving Tyler's dick a pep talk. I just want to make sure I've got this right.
Even better, a Goliath necromancer whose patron is Prince.
Goliath necromancer.
Whose patron is Prince. You know, also, I do admit there are some limitations to what I can offer. I'm super gay, right? All penises look weird to me. I've never seen a penis and thought to myself, that looks correct, right? I'm comfortable with what I'm looking at. So, admittedly, the difference between one that needs the help of a proctologist and one that is totally fine, I have very little point of reference on. But, you know, I'm sure it's fine.
Dick
Is it a good time to say? Is it a good time to say that Milton's almost dead? No.
Oh,
wow! We've been engaged in like an existential debate about Tyler's penis. The moorbounder that was attached to the woolly mammoth has like sunk its claws and sunk its bristles into the woolly mammoth, and you guys just see this giant golden woolly mammoth collapse into unconsciousness.
No!
Wait, what part of the woolly mammoth was it clawed onto? Its face?
I don't know, just on its back.
The fuck are in these moorcats? Why did we think we could put them in the circus? Jesus Christ. Oh no.
I'm having a chat with them as soon as I can, but I'm waiting for my turn.
I won't lie. The combination of Jin and D&D Beyond not being the most user-friendly encounter builder in the world, I don't know where we are anymore. I think it might be Himbo, so I'm gonna go with Himbo.
Wonderful scenes. Right. Fantastic. This can only go well because Himbo has lost his mind. Himbo has lost the thing that he loves most in this world,
Right.
which is Marjorie, 100 times over. And every single replicant that he has made of Marjorie over the years to ensure he's never without a Marjorie is melted before his eyes. Everything that Himbo knows and loves is dead. Himbo loses his shit. Himbo is expending all of his sorcery points at once. Because that's what Himbo would do in this situation, I believe. So he's got 3 left. Okay. And we're going to go with 3 twin
She
tap.
had a Xanax to give Himbo.
Oh. with a dissonant whispers at the 3rd level for the first. What more dickhead have we got in sight? We've got at least one. I'm assuming.
You have the one on top of the woolly mammoth, and you have the one that is being grappled by me.
One, and then what? The other one fucked off into the distance, never to be heard from again.
Yeah.
The 3rd one in front of Tyler.
What?
Right. Could each of them please make a constitution? Is it no?
Do I also have to make a Constitution saving throw because
no,
I am
just
in
the
range?
ones that I am targeting.
Okay.
They all make a Wisdom saving throw, please.
Wisdom saving throw. I mean,
All three.
obviously, there are only 2. Are there 2 more rounds? I don't know. I'm really tired. There are 2 more bounders left. So let's.
Well, then we're attacking one twice.
There is 11, 17, and let's make another roll for another one. 11, 17, and 3.
So which one got the 17?
Moorbounder B.
Okay, so Moorbounder B and Moorbounder A are both getting hit for the full amount of damage.
Nice. I
So
agree.
that is 3d6. That is a 4. Ooh, fuck. That is a 4. That is a 6. That is a 2. So for 12 damage each, all they hear in their heads is a scream. And it is a scream of anguish and fear and pain and rage. It is everything that they fear combined into one black ball of hatred and delivered straight into the center of their heads. It is deafening. It is a migraine of just anguish.
So the
I would like them
Moorbounder,
to live.
the Moorbounder that's currently being grappled by Milton, it just it tries to move its head as if something is trying to bat for its face. The Moorbounder that has landed and inflicted damage on the golden woolly mammoth, that falls off.
Okay.
That is
Either of them dead.
Can I cast my cantrip on the Moorbounder that I am currently grappling, touch his face so that he only sees light? To make the terror kind of worse?
Can you do that outside of your action?
Well, yeah, it's a cantrip. I can cast it whenever I want as long as I'm touching it.
Is it a reaction though?
Is it a reaction?
Oh, hold on. I'll tell you in a sec. Actions, reaction. No, it's not. Damn it.
It's not. But the good news is it's Anton's go.
Okay. So, Anton.
About that.
Anton. Let's see. Okay. So, I want to do 2 unarmed strikes on the Moorbounder that fell off the woolly mammoth.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so that is a 9 to hit, doesn't hit,
No.
and then a 15 to hit.
Hits.
Okay, and that is a 6 of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. A 6 of bludgeoning damage. The Moorbounder that fell off the woolly mammoth, basically yelps and runs off into the darkness.
Okay, and then he's going to use his bonus action of Phase Step, and he's going to teleport 10 feet away from the Moorbounder that is currently being grappled by Milton, so that Milton does not get the side effect of his teleport. And that says up to 2 creatures of your choice you can see within 10 feet of you must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be charmed by you for 1 minute.
Okay. Let me just manage this for a second. Oh, maths. Okay. What do I have to succeed?
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, good. The Moorbounder's speciality. 15.
I think you're good because it doesn't really tell me the DC for it. So yeah, you should be fine because it's probably 12, 14. Damn it! At least I'm closer to Milton now.
Excellent. Which means that we come to Dags. Dags, there is one more spellbounder that is currently being grappled by a Milton.
And a woolly mammoth, yes?
The woolly mammoth is not moving.
Interesting. That changes what I had been planning to do, which is to tell the woolly mammoth to fuck off elsewhere, because there was sweet grass to eat far away from us. Do I perceive, okay, before I do this, do I perceive the woolly mammoth to be any kind of a threat, or is it just there chilling?
The woolly mammoth is not in a position to be a threat. It's very much unconscious.
Oh, okay. In which case, I'm gonna go ahead and throw an attack at the more. I mean, you know, part of me is like, do I want to talk to it versus do I want to hit it? And I tried talking, although I don't think I talked to that one specifically. And I'm just gonna hit it with my ice knife. That's what I have.
Nice.
Yeah.
At let's say 2nd level.
Okay.
Do you
Ice
gonna
knife.
Roll me something decent. It is a 21.
That hits. Ice knife, so you have to move up into melee range to hit it, correct?
Use your movement. You can do it.
60 foot.
Okay, cool.
This is a magic throwy knife because I'm
Nice.
fucking Blade Bay and I fucking
Hell yeah!
This bitch no knives. Fuck everyone else.
What I do is I know
Stabby
now.
to tabby.
Stabby with
Stabby.
If
Stabby.
I can read, because this is my strength, I create a shard of ice and fling it at one creature within range. The range is 60 feet.
Excellent.
And make a ranged spell attack against a target, which I did. Is a 21. It's very successful. On a hit, the target takes 1d10 piercing damage. Hit or miss the shard and explode.
We have gone from Snip to French. these are two
I am
accents.
Cosmopolitan, and my reading of the instructions is very different from my reading as a character. Okay, it's a very different.
They're both equally disdainful. Go fuck yourself, I suppose.
Precisely. I do not use a warm foo. I use a...
One is a foo. The other one is a fuck. Together.
Please do not denigrate my foo style.
You go the foo.
Anyway, please ignore us, Miss Madame DM, who is clearly about to lose her fucking shit. If I may continue, the target and each creature within 5 feet of said target must succeed on the Circuses saving throw or take 2d6 cold damage.
Well, I guess Milton's rolling for freaking dexterity saving throw.
Well, I hope you are very dexterous, you fucking aerialist.
Oh, that's the chaos talking, I see.
Wow. The
Okay,
more
bitch.
Bowser rolls a 10, which I think is not enough.
I rolled a 7.
What? Okay, who's got
Was it
healing?
10 piercing damage?
Well, it's very lucky that I have cure wounds because you suck.
I hate you. Okay, so I'm
Listen,
currently.
it was my choice to grapple a fucking cat.
I have 8 hit points
You
left.
could have disengaged at any point and given him a different action, but no, you decided to stay with this action. So,
No,
you know,
I'm not like letting go of my sash. It's too fabulous. What are you talking about?
Yes, well, that's why you're taking damage now, isn't it?
You know,
It's a
fine.
weird hill to die on, I'm going to be honest.
Dags, how much damage do we take? Just so we know, really.
Fair enough.
Yeah, damage.
Okay, hold up. That is, oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Hold, please, hold.
What is that? Really?
No, because, okay,
that's math.
Okay, so that's a piercing damage, and then I do a 2d6 cold damage because you failed. So one
Extra
piercing.
Michael, thank you for the follow.
Hi,
Thank you
extra
so
Michael.
much.
Michael, it took
Cheers.
you fucking long enough.
Extra, why the fuck weren't you following before? Like, what
Jesus,
the
man.
hell?
Rude.
Okay, that's
Okay.
one.
Michael's
and
messaging
then-
like, I can hear Emily laughing on a 30-second delay. Like,
Can I cast guidance on myself because this was the most abysmal throw of all?
No,
fucking
you
time.
cannot cast guidance on yourself. That is not how guidance works. I'm really very sorry.
Okay. So I didn't
Let's
die.
All I did was 5 damage.
I didn't
11
die.
On
That's
2d6
good, I didn't die.
plus piercing.
2d6
11.
plus a piercing damage, yes.
11
I rolled
damage.
1, 3, and 1.
Oh, baby, no.
I know.
Wait, so
Milton,
is it
like,
11?
you're fine, but fuck. We need to find a way to get this girl some rerolls.
Jesus fucking Christ. I'm out of
Mate,
That's not true. I have another bottle. I just have to.
mate.
So
I have drunk enough gin that I'm fucking like, I've put an 11 into the encounter and I can't do the math to get it back. So you've done 11 damage.
you can just heal 11 damage, like heal yourself for 11 and then deduct the damage that she rolled, which is what I did when I thought.
Daddy
Okay.
Cat has healed more this session than she has done damage.
Hush now.
Poor sweet chaotic angel.
Oh, hush your face. Speaking of damage, where is the damage? Blade hide. Pew! Milton, take another 3 damage, please, because you are grappling a Moorbounder that hates you.
Guys, it's not looking too good right now.
I mean,
Excellent.
wait,
Whose fault
no.
is that?
You said you had 8 health left.
No, I
And-
was mistaken because I deducted 10 before Sasha rolled. So now I
Okay.
have 10 health left.
Hey guys, DM here. So all of you guys, even though you're like in like the heat of battle and you are trying to grapple this final Moorbounder, you see Glenda look up as there is a trumpeting sound,
Oh, for fuck's sake.
and round the corner comes another really cute little flying tiny woolly mammoth.
Not this.
And we're gonna end the session there.
No, you can't end mid-combat. No, don't do this to us.
Please
That's
don't.
like-
Please.
Wine opener.
I need this. I need like a mild amount of closure, please, DM, please. I beg.
No, because I work in advertising. I'm heartless and dead inside. There is no point in pleading with me. You are all screwed.
This is like
I made myself
confusing.
bleed by hitting myself in the face with my wine opener, opening my bottle of wine
That
as
is
you ended the session.
nice
Excellent.
fucking peak.
I
I enjoy this immensely.
Guys.
So,
Me too.
Hey, we leave this at the most annoying point in the middle of a battle, which everyone's like, you never leave a session in the middle of battle. And I'm like, fuck you, perceived wisdom. I want to say a massive thank you to all of our players. So that is Sasha, Jack, Emily, and Angel.
I'm dead inside.
Fuck everything.
Everyone, if you want us to be less dead inside, send us money through bits or subs.
Oh, I was
If
going to
anybody
say, I
sends
was like,
us 5,000 bits in the next 5 minutes, I will down what is left of the rum.
And I will down the rest.
I'm
This full.
I don't think anyone
frightened.
will, but it's fine.
This
It'll
this
be
beer
too
can
much.
is
happy
full.
word for net and coke, I
2
guess.
for 1 deal, bitches. Send us.
Oh no,
stuff.
I'll go.
Two
I'll
for
go in
one.
on it too. We're good.
Are you
3
coming
for
in on
1.
this? 5,000
There's
for
100.
at least 3 of us to do
100, 100. I
this. Okay, 100. Ladies and
I
gentlemen,
also
we
wanna
have
say-
100.
If anyone feels so inclined to make character art, I would very much enjoy seeing Tyler in his
1,000.
foreign.
Oh shit, we didn't even go through character art that people had sent us.
We did,
Yeah,
we
we
did.
did an
There was,
intermission.
there was an
When?
entire bit in the intermission. So well done for paying attention to the intermission. There was an entire bit before we.
Do you have any idea how much rum I have drunk?
I mean, I do.
Show us
I was
It's
gonna say, I
genuinely a
could-
miracle I can see.
I can run the character art again if you give me a second, because I would add. So right now the character art has like the song that goes with
Fucking
it.
hell! Interiorities just gave us 1,000 bits.
Oh, I
Oh my
know.
god, oh my
Come
god, how
on,
close
guys.
are we? How
I'm
close
trying
are we?
to
How
know.
close
Come
are
on.
we?
What is in
Interiority.
1,000 minus 5,000? Like, what do we
Like
know? I don't even know
3,900 more. Let's
anymore.
go.
I am
shit,
so
son.
confused. I genuinely thought Interiority was an actual friend, and now dealt with it.
Now you're just
I don't know what
aware
happened.
that people have their price. Okay. So like, how much are we going for now? What have we got left? so that I can figure out who I need to call.
3,900 until whatever you wanted.
3,900 until the rest of this goes.
Yep.
How much do people not want us to live? I'm happy for this, but at the same time, like, I guess fuck me.
Emily is going to rerun the Wall of Art purely for Jess.
Yeah, but here's the thing. What I'm going to do right now, just for this particular rerunning of it, is I'm getting rid of the accompanying sound cues and instead attaching our voices so that we can talk while this, it does its thing. So here we go. Another look at the beautiful fan art. Thank you to everyone who submitted their fan art. I'm a big fan of. I love Marjorie in this one. Marjorie.
Hublu, you win as far as I'm concerned.
You absolutely
won.
Do you know what?
Absolutely.
I will. Yes, that is.
Jacklitz, thank you very much for trying to construct something even vaguely like himbo on.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it more than you'll ever know. I just didn't realize it was being shown the first time round.
Yeah. Andrea for the finding a gift. But I mean, it's very much the winner of this particular week is Paul Hain for the himbo in the storm drain. Let's be honest.
Fucking love you for this.
French.
I straight up showed that to my boss on Monday when he said, "What's
Here's what
wrong?"
I did at the weekend.
Oh my
And
God.
I showed him that and went, "This is me for the next 6 to 8 weeks on a Sunday." Please don't worry. This is totally normal for a nearly 30-year-old. Thanks.
I want you to voice what your character's saying from the sewer.
The sewer.
From the sewer.
Oh, Marjorie says that we all float down here. Would you like a balloon, Timmy?
Aren't you going to say
Marjorie's got a balloon for you, Timmy. It's red.
It's more something like along the lines of, why the goddamn fuck am I in a sewer? Why am I floating? No.
I'm assuming. I might be
Okay.
wrong.
So-
Where are we, Bitwise?
Excellent. So Jess will be coming into my next meeting with HR when they ask me why I don't function for the first half of the week. I was like, why do you do nothing for the first 2 or 3 days of the week, Sarah? Let me bring Jess in as a representative of why I don't do anything. So like usual thank yous. Thank you for being a fucking amazing audience. Thank you for being a fucking amazing community. If you have subbed and you are not yet on our Discord, get on our Discord, you massive cunts, and like have a conversation with the other lovely people on our Discord. If you are a mod, especially Spoons and Hublu, we very much love and respect everything you do, and thank you for all the thoughts about what we should and shouldn't be doing technically, because we have not got a clue. Thank you, Queen Emily, for running tech, even when the tech, like tonight, maybe doesn't go 100% right. You are still there with an Ethernet cable, sorting us out and waiting for
I was about to say, I was like, I don't have control over what Comcast chooses to do. Thank you. I did my best. One of these days, it'll be perfect no matter what. That's not today. It's not tomorrow.
Genuinely, I've been thinking about this several times in the last couple of weeks.
That's absolutely terrifying, Sasha. The words that I've been thinking about this automatically fill me with deep.
Fair enough. I shouldn't be thinking about anything, but it occurred to me how fucking smooth and elegant and well done everything has been, especially when I was thinking about our first 3-4 months of streaming, where we could not start a stream without all the sound being horrifically wrong. And so the fact that everything had gone off without a single fucking hitch in the last 2 months now?
For some time, yeah.
for some time, more than that, but especially since like more of us have joined everything else, has been genuinely like fucking mint, and Emily has been all of that.
Emily, I'm going to interpret it the same way that someone on a dating app once interpreted me flirting with them, which is like, do you know what? I know you're being nice, but it's very similar to being hit by a truck.
Wait, Sarah, did someone actually say that to you?
Yeah.
Babe,
yes, they
Fuck
did.
them. You're fucking delight.
You know what I got?
I
literally got a response going,
lovely.
"Oh, you're American, nice." I have a screenshot.
But yeah.
Oh, you're American nice?
Yes. There was
yes,
a British
yes.
man
I remember.
in Georgia
Yes.
I was flirting with on Bumble, and they literally, when they asked me a question and I responded, they just said, "Oh, you're American, nice," and that was it.
Hey guys, let's do this in our like post VOD session where people like, get like the deep
maybe
dark
do that.
psychology.
Yeah,
Simultaneously.
You think they don't like this? They love this. They love our personal lives. Let's go.
Okay,
Let's
yeah.
go.
I call for an absolute love and appreciation session of both our DM and our technical master. So I would like to say, all hail Queen Emily down below. Yes! All hail Queen Sarah. Yes!
Yes!
Thanking you, my guys. You guys.
I
are
mean,
fucking
I basically did nothing. You guys chose a story that I had not prepared for in any way, shape, or form, and desperately backpedaled.
Suck my dick. We've been having a great time.
I would like to say, and most of all, because like we would not be here if it wasn't for the amazing people telling us stories. So I would like to thank Sasha, Jess, Emily, and for being our like absolutely fucking outstanding players. Even if like I've started dribbling, that's how drunk I am. It's all fine. For being our absolutely outstanding players.
And Andrea, who, despite the fact not being
Yes.
Andrea.
player on the stream, is still extremely active in the channel, behind the scenes, doing all sorts of things like admin, social promotion, general being a fucking mensch.
If you guys
are not seeing on stream, Andrea's still heavily involved, and so is Han. So fucking.
If you guys are noticing less spelling mistakes on our Twitter stream, that's because Andrea is basically tweeting enough that I do not have to. Which is so fucking welcome, I won't lie.
And a big thanks to the moderators of the stream as well. You guys are fucking excellent.
Yes, thank you.
Absolute heroes.
I feel
Not you.
like we cannot thank the mods enough. So thank you so much for being here. And if you are a first-time streamer, like come back and watch us next week. Like we promise, it won't be different, but you will be equally amused if you found tonight amusing.
Thank you to everybody that came over from Octavius King's stream as well. You guys are fucking excellent for being here.
Yes.
Octavius King, I help out on that stream as well. And anybody who's on this stream, Octavius King is a retro streamer with loads of rats who has a load of chill streams. They are an incredible streamer. Please go and check them out. They have an incredible YouTube channel where they do loads of retro reviews, and any followers from them who are over here as well, massive appreciation to you guys. Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it.
And anyone who came from D&D Beyond on the promise of like a legitimate streaming I'm really sorry, but you probably had more fun than you would have if someone like
I was about to say, I'm not sorry.
I'm not sorry, but like I do want to know your thoughts, so do tweet at us. Tell us what you thought. I want to get your feedback. The shit, the weird, the confused.
If you want to tweet fan art, you can fan art us. You can do it 3 ways: at critdrinking on twitter.com.
The fan art.
You can join our Discord if you are. Fuck! I am so drunk. You can tweet our Discord if you are a subscriber. So you can message. There's like a whole fan art thing going on. Equally, if you want to like slide into my DMs, thank you, Jess, because I realised
Does that help? It doesn't look legible.
Let's be honest. It's better than the chunk wagon notes from last week.
Oh, the chunk wagon rides again.
By the way, Jess, did you make any notes this session?
Shit.
Did any of you make any notes this session?
Yes,
No.
I did.
Okay, because at the beginning of this stream, everyone was like, "We demand drunk reading out of drunk
Yes.
notes beginning of
entirely-
every session."
So,
Yes, I
okay.
need you to know you're reading them out again next week.
During this week, if anybody's about, I will do a drunk reading of the notes that I have made and what I remember of this session before we actually go into it.
and
If
so
quick
you
drinking's
know,
up for
for
it.
next week, the drunk DM's version of recapping will be next week's Sasha. So Sasha has to write notes after this session about what she remembers before she goes to bed. It's basically like a diary. It's like therapy, but less kind.
Listen,
so,
you think
yeah.
therapy is kind to me?
Oh no, because I've
Not
met.
that I've tried, but I don't think it would be.
I very much appreciate therapeutic courses of action because they've been very helpful. But then I've met you and I know that armor plating. So and I love you. So yeah, no.
Emily, what's up?
I would just
Emily
I
has a
see.
thought on this, and I want her to say it.
In the spirit of therapy and the point buy that Nazma redeemed, and also just putting a little bow on everything, I'm seeing that of the people that we have a tendency to raid, Leah is on playing Red Dead Redemption 2. So I think
Yes,
we are
it's
going
fucking
to.
adorable. It's a bit of a problem. I have such a crush on her.
She's amazing, and so I'm gonna prep that raid. However, because there's oversharing redeemed from everyone, I think we've done quite a bit of that already. But if everyone could do one brief moment of oversharing while I queue up that
Our
raid.
real lives or our characters? Because this is a lot right now.
I'm not
Okay.
entirely certain. I will overshare first from, I guess, my real life and say that I really hope this week that I do a lot more of like chores and things I need to do as opposed to what I've done this past week, which is mostly sleep and play Final Fantasy 7 or not Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 10 2. Or, you know, so I just hope that I stop playing Final Fantasy and actually do some fucking laundry. All right, I'm gonna cue that up while someone else goes.
Just to go with the awkward oversharing, like I went on a date earlier today, and like basically what the date taught me is that I just really need to have sex with someone very soon.
Ooh.
I guess
So-
that leads into my overshare, which is that I haven't had sex in like 9 months or so, and I probably won't for a while longer. So
Sasha, I'm going to Georgia.
Oh my god, you guys need to have sex. Okay, cool. Together. Great. I'm
please
glad
don't say the same thing. You have a boyfriend and we know it. That'll be very weird.
I will only have sex if Emily watches. Jess is present.
Nacho, what's
Can
your
I-
overshare?
Can I take
She's
notes?
If she
Why-
Can I
can
take notes?
Do it, Nacho.
My overshare is that unfortunately I am not drunk enough for this conversation.
Which is
And-
that
good
thing is-
because you can turn in those essays. Get
My overshare is that I've realized this week a lot of people have a clown kink, and I'm not hating it. Cheers, guys. You keep them DMs sliding. We'll see what happens, I guess.
We
Amazing.
genuinely attracted some juggalos. I was not expecting this to be our fan base.
Mate,
but I-
not
like,
even the half of it. The DMs I have been getting are genuinely insane.
Jess, you have
Wait,
to
wait,
fucking
what?
share
Guys,
them.
guys,
God,
send in
them to me.
fan art, otherwise we will be like showing an exhibition of Jess's DMs, which none of us need. So please send in fan art of anyone who is not a himbo.
Amazing.
Please fucking God.
Incredible scenes. Who
All
are we
right.
raiding? Are we raiding Leah?
Yeah, we are. So I'm gonna roll credits.
Excellent.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great
Thank
night.
you, guys.
Bye.
Have a nice one. Bye.